Good morning, good day, good evening. I am as always your host, Brodie Robertson, and today I have achieved true weeb gamer status because I delay my stream to attend a wedding in Final Fantasy XIV. How's everybody else doing? Look, okay, if anyone is gonna be like, oh, the big weeb, this is content. This is just pure gaming channel content, and there's nothing you can say about it. There's gonna be videos on the gaming channel, there'll be clips on the podcast. This is just pure content. How could I skip out on this event? Yo, System Coding, how you doing? Wolfen, how you doing? Mitsune, how you doing? Ronson, Kajoma, how you doing? Who else do we have here right now? Long Yap, welcome to the show. Tom, how are you doing? Is that everybody we got going on right now? Yo, Brodie Smith, Brodie Smith OnlyFans, how you doing? Party Sep, I'm gonna say. How is it going? Oh, they're actually outside of the frame. Here we go. Well, bring the drinks in the frame. There we go. I've got 3 various seltzers here. Yo, Dirt Informatica, how are you doing? Abu, how's it going? Paul Hayde Context? Oh, so my guild or free company, whatever you want to call it, in Final Fantasy XIV, 2 of the members were having a wedding. There's a wedding feature in Final Fantasy XIV. That's the important context here. And they were having a wedding, and obviously I'm going to attend it. Now, do you want to know why the wedding feature is great? Because you get free items from it. That's the reason why it's great. By attending, you get some free minions, or pets, or whatever you want to call them. So of course I have to be there. Eternal bonding, yes, eternal bonding. Let's get back to LFS hell. That is the plan. Why did I crack the terrible one first? Oh, this is a. Oh, here we go. Focus on it. Focus on it. Camera. Well, do your thing. Nope. Do something. Island Fever Hard Seltzer Passion Fruit. This thing is disgusting, but I had one left in my fridge. No, this is the metaverse. That's what this is. You think that the Facebook meta, whatever they want to call themselves, is the metaverse? No. Final Fantasy is. Anyway, that's enough for that. That's a gaming channel topic. For today, we are going to be doing other stuff that is not that. I'll save the details for another day. Luke Smith being right is a bit far. Well, Luke Smith is right, but not that kind of right. Stalling LFS is proof that you're a masochist? Well, it's not proof that I'm not, so... It is what it is. It is what it is. Last time I didn't get much done because I was reading chat too much and not typing commands while I was reading chat. So I'm going to try to continue doing the reading chat part, but also doing the command stuff so we actually get stuff done. So we actually finish LFS sometime this century. I'm not too hopeful, but hey, it's possible. I would like to have that wallpaper. Brunson, can you just chuck the command up there? What were we doing? So we just did... So I cleared out the autocomp folder. Okay, so we just finished autocomp. Yeah, okay, cool. You're making a distro to smack and NeoFetch logo to it. Well, I am not sure, or I'm not 100% certain that it's actually going to run at the end. So we might go for like 70 hours or something, however long it's going to take, and the resulting distro may not actually boot. So, yeah. We'll see what happens. Look, I have no confirmation it's going to work at the end. I may have made a mistake like 20 hours earlier and it's just something's going to not work. But I am hopeful that it will. I'm hopeful that it will, but that's about as much as I can say. If it doesn't boot, it can't break. I would say it not booting is it being broken, but to each their own, I guess. Wait, what was that? wait, what is automake is... This is another situation where I don't know what the name of the... Oh, okay, there's just two of them with the same name. Okay, thank you for the follow, Silk Red. Oh yeah, also, as always, we are streaming over on Twitch, so if you would like to go watch the Twitch instead, feel free to do so, because the Twitch has a tad little bit less delay. Nothing too crazy, but it is slightly less delay. And maybe that is what you want. In which case, the option is there. Otherwise, feel free to watch on the YouTube. Either one is fine. Howdy, first time catching stream. I was told there were memes and .config here. I don't know what .configure is, but there is configuration here. And possibly memes. I have no confirmation that's actually going to be the case, but we'll see what happens. Maybe the real distro was the fun you had along the way. Maybe it was. Using the -J4 make option speeds up tests even on systems with only one processor. Wait, why? Due to internal delays in individual... But why does... Does anyone know why that's the case? Why does it speed it up even with a single core? I guess it... No, because if you were just managing virtual threads, it still shouldn't be speeding it up. I'm sure there's some technical reason why that happens, but I don't know what it is. Have you seen Terran Resonance? Yes, I have. I watched that back when it aired. Amazing series. Thank you for the follow. Tails Orange. Your dot files are not working. Probably because I haven't uploaded them in a very long time. And I've changed them considerably since I last pushed something. I don't know, when did I last push something? I want to say a year ago. I have changed my config files since then. It's just a matter of not pushing them. It's because some tests don't compute the entire time, but wait for something to finish. I guess that makes sense, because there is still some level of... Even if you're doing it with a single core concurrency can still potentially offer speed benefits. I guess it's just one of those edge cases where that's actually happening. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog quick type test. Australia does not exist. True, though. Wait. Let's open up a new terminal window. No, not the same terminal window. How do I open up a new window in GNOME? That one. Okay, here we go. I'll give you a quick typing test, and you can see how bad my typing is. There you go. Oh, I forgot. I forgot a word. Yeah, my typing speed's not great. It's functional. Like, it's not so bad that it's like unusable, but it's not good. Like, I'm not in any position where I'd be like, oh yeah, my typing speed's great. I think I sit around like 60 or 70 words per minute at the high end. I know there's some people that have like, you know, 100 or so, like over 100 words per minute. Like, how do you do that? Why did you spend time getting that good at typing? Like, I get it if you're doing a job where, you know, you're writing up documents or whatever people do in an office. But for anyone else, like, actually, I'm sure there's some people here. Are there anyone here who doesn't use a QWERTY layout? I don't mean, okay, anyone who doesn't use like QWERTY, Azerty, QWERTY, like anyone who doesn't use one of the standard layouts. Anyone who uses like Workman or any of the other ones that people are a big fan of. Anyway, I'm around 57 words per minute, copy and paste. Installing LFS on a Steam Deck. There's no reason why you couldn't do it. It's just running Arch. It'd be slow as hell. Qwertz is a developer. Like, I didn't want to mention Qwertz because Qwertz is still a standard layout in some locations. I mean, anything that is not a standard layout. Anything in the same category as Workman. Things that are created for the purpose of... Yeah, Colmac's another great one. Things that are created for the purpose of improving your typing speed. Anybody here uses those. I do hear that things like that do mess around with, mess around with the way you would work with something like Vim. Because, you know, Vim is designed around QWERTY or QWERTZ or whatever. QWERTZ, whatever you want to call it. Different standardized layout, or standard layouts, I guess. I'm not doing a typist job, but I use that capability to do annotations for my professor. Yeah, that's fair. You are still using it for something productive. I mean the people who improve their typing just because they want to say that they have better typing. I was going to import a US keyboard, but I ended up wanting a keyboard from a German manufacturer. So, when I bought this keyboard, my Cherry Stream, it showed up in a box. I think it was I want to say it was a German box? Yeah, it was a German box. I don't know why, but the keyboard inside was a US keyboard. I really don't know why they decided to use that box, if that was just the only box they had. I thought when I got the keyboard that, like, they just sent me the wrong keyboard. Ultimately, it was the right keyboard. I don't know why I got that one. Like, this wasn't... I guess it was during... When did I get this keyboard? Maybe a year ago? Let's get to 100 likes. I don't know. Maybe it'll happen. It's a much quieter gaming stream. Oh, much quieter LFS stream than last week's was. It's a German box. Is a German box different from an Australian box? Yes, it had German on it. An Australian box is going to be in English. What do you mean? Also, it had, like, the picture of the keyboard on the box was the, like, it had extra keys that you would use, in a European context. Like, it had a Euro symbol, for example. Does Hum use Plan 9 or BusyBox? Last I heard Plan 9. But I don't know. Why the Steam Deck is soyware probably looks... I don't even know if he knows that exists, to be honest. Like, I don't even know what Luke's doing at this point, to be completely frank. KDE Dev switches to GNOME was a good vid. KDE Dev switches to GNOME was a good vid. Whose video is that? So it didn't say, crikey, it's a keyboard, mate. No, that's every other keyboard, though. I would like to know your opinion on having a Linux container in Chrome OS. It's about the same as having a Linux container in Windows 10, Windows 11, whatever you want to call it. If you need Linux, it's fine. I'm not in this. I'm not gonna be. I'm not in a position to tell people that they shouldn't be using some operating system they want to use or they need to use. If you want to use Windows or whatever, anything like that, that's fine. And if you also need Linux, it's good that you have that option. What's your opinion about WSL? Honestly, I think it's just a good thing. Like, I don't think that there's... Like, obviously, I would prefer if you just completely migrated to Linux. But if most of your workflow is on Windows, and you just need Linux to do a specific bit of your workflow, it does make it a lot more convenient, because otherwise you would just run a Linux VM on Windows anyway, or just dual boot Linux and then run Linux for that one thing and then run Windows for everything else. Ultimately, it's like, whatever makes it more convenient for you, I think is a good thing. That's pretty much where I stand on that. Luke's truly living his life, in my opinion. I would love to live in rural areas like him. I don't have the money to buy land. I'm 17, so obviously jobless. We don't have to be jobless at 17. Greetings from Singapore, by the way. Hello, Singapore. What's going on in Singapore as of late? If I remember correctly, Hum uses Plan 9. He actively contributes. So oh, does he actually contribute to Plan 9? Okay, well, yeah, he probably uses Plan 9 then. Hi, I recently bought Ryzen Zen 2. Do you have any tips on improving performance, like kernel things, etc.? Make sure you install the microcode. I haven't done anything special with my Zen system, so there probably are special things you can do. As for kernels, the kernel you choose really ends up being it ends up being dependent on the use case you're doing. Like Xammod, for example. Xammod is probably up until 5.16 came out, it was probably the best choice to go with if you were doing gaming, just because it had the Futex 2 patches prior to the mainline kernel having it. I wouldn't... Zen's an interesting one at this point. Zen made sense back when F-Sync was like the top of the food chain when it came to the changes to threading under Linux. But Zen never actually brought in the Futex 2 patches. It only stuck with the old F-Sync patches, and now F-Sync is mainline. Zen still makes sense in some cases because there are extra modules it comes with. I think it comes with all the modules you need for Andbox. I want to say it comes with the modules you need for Andbox. It might also come with the modules you need for VirtualBox as well. So it does make a couple of things a little bit more convenient. But at the end of the day, I didn't find any noticeable benefit from using Zen. Like, I've been meaning to do a video on Zen for a while. What do you think is the best Linux kernel? That's honestly a tough one, to be honest. Like, as I said, it really depends on your use case. Prior to 5.16, I would say for gaming, Zammod. Zen is convenient, and it's no worse than the stable kernel. And if you need, like, if security is your ultimate focus, hardened is probably your best bet. If you want to go with kernels that are, like, already set up. Obviously, at the end of the day, your best option for your use case is to sit down, spend 3 months working on, like, a custom version of the kernel, getting it set up exactly the way that you want it to be set up. TKG was another one that had Futex too, yes. But for anyone else, just go with either Zen for general use case, hardened for security, and that's about it. Stable. Just go with stable. Could you do another video about T-Drop? Has something changed with it? Bro, you still compiling Gen 2? I haven't been doing Gen 2 for a long time. This is LFS. We did like one stream on Gen 2. Gen 2's easy. It takes like 3 hours. Hello, Brodie. I'm from the UK. I followed the other 3 videos. Unfortunately, didn't work up to bin utils on Raspberry Pi 4. I'm not sure what you mean. Anime stream, please. I like my channel not being copyright struck. I'm not... Especially on Twitch. I'm not doing that on Twitch. That's a terrible idea. I'll never go to Gen 2. Wait, what? 3 hours? Yeah. Okay, to be fair, that was 3 hours with me talking to chat. Like, if you were doing it by yourself, you could probably get it done in like an hour and a half or so. Depending on how fast your system is. Obviously, compile times will be very dependent on that, but if we're just specifically worrying about the everything else, it'd probably take you about an hour and a half or so. Have you used AnyCLR? I literally did a video on it. I didn't know there was a manga version of it as well. This takes so much longer to test than it took to compile. Apparently taking 9 standard build units with tests. Or 8.9, whatever you want to say. So that works out to be about 18 minutes. So yeah, that makes sense. Yesterday when I tried to compile Qt Web Engine, it complained about not having 48 gigs of RAM. Yeah, that's the same problem that, what's that Vim, that project based on Vim that's a lot like VS Code. OniVim 2 also takes a ridiculous amount of RAM to compile. I think it takes at least 30 gigs to compile. And I had people actually complaining when I did a video on that one, being like, oh, I can't compile it. Like, yeah, that makes sense. That's probably why. Kitty is the best. I'm not a big fan of the Kitty terminal. Okay. I'm not a big fan of the Kitty terminal, but ultimately, it's like, the difference between something like Alacrity and Kitty is, it's not massive. I prefer Alacrity, but either is fine. Either is a good enough terminal. Chapter 8, make, install, etc. The compiling fails. There's a PILFs site. PILFs? PILFs. But written like they fell asleep halfway through. I'm not sure what that is. Would you recommend LLVM for compiling the Linux kernel? Compile it however you want. At the end of the day, it'll be compiled. The difference between the way you're going to compile the kernel are very minuscule. Someone sponsor me a third monitor, watch Brodie at 1080p. Are you saying I'm third monitor content? Like, I'm not even second monitor content. I'm third monitor content. That's really insulting. Oh, Raspberry Pi LFS. I didn't realize there was a version specifically for the Raspberry Pi. Alacrity is not on the... Is it not? Let's find out. Alacrity Debian. Okay. Manual install. I guess so. I thought it was. I thought it actually was in most places. Hi, has anyone managed to install Alacrity Terminal? Here we go. Oi. Over here. Oi. Where'd you go? Where'd you... Oi. There we go. Hi all, has anyone managed to install Alacrity Terminal on Debian 10? Options I found so far manually. Oh, wait, there's a snap? I wouldn't install the snap. I guess you have to do it manually. Huh. That is news to me. Oh, are we good? Why would you want to compile everything on LFS? Oh, everything on a Pi. Because you hate your time. You don't like to have free time, and you just want to waste all of it. Listen, I have my anime wife who's my second monitor. Fair enough. I can respect that. Debian, what is the latest? Debian 10 is also the old stable. What is the latest version of Debian then? Is it Debian 11 or 12? I don't keep up enough with Debian to know specifically what is the latest version. Kitty can do ligature, and I have font that does ligature. Alacrity can't. There's a fork of Alacrity that does have ligature support. I don't know if it's still being maintained. What they were doing is basically just keeping it in, like, lined up with the main version and just adding ligature support. Here we go. Alacrity ligatures. Oh, okay, sorry. It's been removed from the AUR, so it's probably been deleted from GitHub as well. Yeah, okay. Take back what I said. You're screwed. Let's see. Debian 11 is... Okay. Debian 11 is stable. 12 is testing. Right. Okay. Jeez, everyone's telling me 11. Thank you. You should be able to do it using Packstall, which is the Ubuntu equivalent to the AUR. Packstall. Wait, is that to use the AUR on Debian? What is that? I'm pretty sure... Didn't DT do a video on Packstall? Packstall will attempt to become the AUR Ubuntu wishes it had. It takes the AUR and puts a spin on it, making it easier to install programs without scouring GitHub repos and the like. The list of available packages is here. There's not many of them, and a lot of them are very out of date. Nope. He did do a video. Yeah, I thought he did. Yeah, this is very AUR-like. DT hasn't... I'm sure DT did a video on Packstall. Okay, he did a video way back. Right, fair enough. Packstall. Yeah, DT did a video... And nobody else has done a video on that one. Well, okay. I mean, Packstall and Ubuntu just use Arch already. True, though. Please do not use Packstall and MBR on Ubuntu and Debian. All you'll do is break the system faster. Ubuntu is not meant to work like Arch. True, though. Good morning, Paul Fragaman. How you doing? On Pi 4, it was 2 days for GCs. Jesus Christ. Is that the latest version of the Raspberry Pi? I think it is. I'm using AMD GPU and I want to know how to control brightness. Go to the Arch Wiki. Go to the page on laptop brightness. Pray to God and hope something works. Because good luck finding something that consistently works. I found something that did. Granted, I was using Intel and NVIDIA. Laptop brightness is questionable at best. Because they all do it slightly differently. And if you find something that works properly, it's fine. But a lot of the time it's not good. It's just not good at all. I just use brightness CT off controlling my laptop's brightness. Are you using an Intel? What do you have in your system? Because I think I use brightness CTL as well. Okay, nothing failed. Cross failed. Okay, sure. Unless the packages exist on both. I want to compile stuff for a Pi. I'll just use my PC. I'll go myself 5600X. Yeah, the 5600X does a good enough job. That's what I'm running in this system. So, AC Local generates aclocal.m4 files based on the content. Oh, I guess this is it's a VM. So, like, I'm using less of the CPU, but anyway. Yeah, Brightness CTL I know does work with Intel. I don't know if it works with AMD. Because it is a GPU wired thingy. Also depends if it's wired to the CPU or the GPU. It's a mess. AC Local 1.16 hard link to AC Local. Automake, a tool for automatically generating makefile.in files from makefile.am files to create all the makefile.in files for a package. Run this program in the top level directory by scanning the configure.in file. It automatically finds each appropriate makefile.am file and generates the corresponding makefile.in file. FX8350. FX83. I think that was my first CPU. I feel like it was. It might have been something lower tier than that, though. I want to say it was that one, but I could be mistaken. Okay, so Kmod's another one that will take fuck all time. Back in 2008, I had a really bad Fujitsu Seaman laptop. Fujitsu Seaman. Running 8.10, and amazingly, brightness was one of the only things that worked out of the box. Good job. Kmod. CD into Kmod. Grab this one. Was thinking of Gen 2 on my 9-year-old Lappy, just to see DWM use 50 megabytes of RAM. Well, you're not going to get that far, because you're not going to be able to get anything compiled. The meaning of the configure options with -xe, with -zlib, with -z standard lib. These options enable Kmod to handle compressed kernel modules. We didn't read what it does, actually. Kmod contains libraries and utilities for loading kernel modules. True. Make. Why is there issues with brightness in Linux laptops? It's not brightness with Linux laptops, it's brightness with laptops. Because all of the... Depending on whether it's wired to the GPU or the CPU, whether you're using Intel, AMD, or NVIDIA, the way it works is different. Because of drivers and fun stuff. Is Brodie compiling and making Linux from scratch? That is exactly what I'm doing. That is why it says that in the title. This package does not contain a test suite that can be run in the LFS root environment. At a minimum, the Git program is required, and several tests will not run outside of a Git repository. Why you don't stop saying make as make? I don't know why I stopped that, actually. We'll bring it back. From now on, it's make. Make install. Probably because I was going insane and was trying to find some just tiny way to retain my sanity. Install the package and create symlinks for compatibility with module and init tools, the package that previously handled Linux kernel modules. Okay, so we're doing make installs. So for target in depmod, insmod, modinfo, modprobe, rmmod. So we're making a link of some sort from kmod to... Okay. So we're linking those to sbin. And then we're linking kmod to lsmod. Make install. Exactly. Okay, so depmod creates a dependency file based on the symbols it finds in the existing set of modules. This dependency file is used by modprobe to automatically load the required modules. Insmod installs a loadable module in the running kernel. Kmod loads and unloads kernel modules. Lsmod lists currently loaded modules. Modinfo examines an object file associated with the kernel module and displays any info that it can glean. Oh yeah, with AMD GPUs, there is that brightness value, yes. I don't remember if that brightness value is scaled from 1 to 100. It may not be. Do you have any plans working in a tech job? I'm technically in a tech job right now. I'm my own boss. I can sit here and drink while I chat to people on the internet. And they give me money to hate my life. Anyway, modprobe uses a dependency file created by depmod to automatically load relevant modules. When you become a real programmer? When are you going to become a real programmer? Hey? Hey? What about that? rmmod unloads modules from the running kernel. 20 to 220 scale. Yeah, I didn't think it was scaled 1 to 100. But you can easily, compress that scale if you want to. You could easily, like make a script to automatically set the number. Libkmod. This library is used by other programs to load and unload kernel modules. True. Libelf from elfutils. Libelf from elfutils. Why is there a thing called elfutils? I aspire to become a fake programmer. I aspire to become the kind of programmer that Luke Smith would hate. I'll become a... I will develop nothing but JavaScript. Desktop programs, JavaScript. Mobile applications, JavaScript. Do you have MTP stuff installed? Let's find out. I don't recall if we've done that. MTP. Oh, there's no MTP on this list. Well, there's your answer. Unless it's inside of another thingy. tar-xf elf cd into elg. You forgot that Luke loves Python. Does he love Python? That's new to me. You should not be confusing Luke with me. I finally found your voice actor, Brodie. It's Rise Darby. Rise... I have no idea who Rise Darby is. Also, why are you looking for a voice actor for me? Because it's an old New Zealand boomer. He's got he had a pretty good moustache. What has he done? Rise Montague Darby. Roles in We'll Be Doing Shadows, The Boat That Rocked, Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, Voltron Legendary Defender, Hunt for the Wilder People, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Crash Bandicoot, Skylanders Academy. Wait. There's a TV show about Skylanders? Why? Why? What is that boing boing sound? That is the sound that the GNOME web browser makes. Unused CPU cycles are sad CPU cycles. That is true. Libelf is part of the elfutils 0.185 package. Okay, so we'll grab this one. Hey, look, a bot. Block. Okay, my chat just, decided to not work. I guess we'll reload the chat window, and hopefully that's fine. Sure, okay, whatever. You say so. Your opinion on React.js and its library. There's only one Russian bot. Okay, so I actually do like... This may be an unpopular opinion. I actually do like React.js. Have you even made any personal computer science projects? I have. I believe they're all private. Actually, no. I think I've got most of them public on my GitHub. They're all very bad because I'm lazy and we're doing this right now. Living my life day by day. Live my life day by day. Making videos on the internet because that's what you do. That's what every single failed developer does. They just make videos on the internet. UDev rules. Try installing Android UDev and doing UDev ADM control -- reload as I have no idea what context that is. Currently, I'm coding in JS. What are you writing? Are you writing a web app, desktop app, mobile app? Give me the deets. A kernel. Maybe Mary. Actually, what happened to Mary? Mary's gone. I think someone turned off her server. So you're saying I should start making videos on the internet? Do as I say, not as I do. This is not a good path. But it is certainly a fun one. If you want to do it, do it. I'm not going to say you shouldn't, but don't expect to get anywhere, basically. AOT compiled JS for a kernel. AOT as in Attack on Titan? I have no idea what you're talking about. Good. What were you talking about? Currently, I'm streaming at my screen in Next. What the hell is Next.js? Is this another one of those JS libraries that like fixes JavaScript? How long until you finish LFS? How long until the heat death of the universe? Around about that time. I'm coding in JS2. I'm coding a web server. I love that we write web servers in JS now. Next.js is a framework that implements React.js. This is the problem with web dev, right? If you take, like, a year, even 6 months off of web dev, you have no idea what the hell's going on. Like, web dev moves so quickly. Next.js by Versal, the React framework for production. But isn't React for production? Why do you need another framework for your framework? Okay, sure, whatever you say. Like, my brain is still in, like, TypeScript being a revolutionary thing. One failed. It doesn't tell me that anything should be failing. We'll just run this. It's possible that something that wasn't part of the thing that we wanted ended up failing. That seems to be the case. I'm gonna say that's the case. What do you think about Web 3? I think that everybody talking about Web 3, at least right now, is sort of... okay, Web 3 at this point, I think, is a bit of a meme. As in, Web 3 is just Web 2.0, or 2.1. Like, it's Web 2, but you just chuck some crypto at it. Like, there's... Everything in everything Web 3 is just Web 2, but just with a couple layers of obfuscation. It's like, oh, we're running blockchains, and we're running, what's that big database thing that everyone likes to talk about? The big distributed database. Someone's gonna correct me. People have asked me to talk about it before. IPFS, that one, yes. Like, all of this, it's just Web 2. It's just all Web 2. But you just added layers. Yeah, Bitcoin's also a database, but it's a really shitty database. You just added layers of obfuscation here. I I think right now, Web 2 is... Oh, sorry, Web 3 is basically a buzzword. I think that Web 3, if people actually, like, do something real, obviously there's going to be an evolution in the web. I just think it's further out than some people like to talk about it being. I'm not here to say that Web 3 is never happening. I'm saying that what we currently have is just Web 2. And we like to call it Web 3 because that gets more people interested in it. No, that right, Tom, you got it exactly right. That right there is exactly why people call, like, people keep saying Web 3. Because if you say Web 3, if you say blockchain, people are going to think that you are like you're doing something revolutionary. That's why people keep using the buzzwords. Like, it's as... Web 3 means about as little as something like cloud computing. Like, I can go around yelling cloud computing, but it doesn't mean anything. Like, tell me what you're actually doing, and then we can actually have a discussion. The Libfy Library provides a portable high-level programming interface to various calling conventions. This allows a programmer to call any function specified by a call interface description at runtime. It's the same thing with Metaverse, actually. Like, a lot of companies right now are throwing around Metaverse. Tell me what you're actually doing. Like, I don't care that you're calling it a Metaverse. Like, what are you actually functionally doing? What is the, like, actual abilities of your application? Did someone say blockchain? I love chaining blocks on Hexagon. Oh yeah, did anyone hear about that? So on Twitter, if you pay for Twitter Blue and then you link your Twitter account to your, I guess, Ethereum wallet, you can actually use your NFT on Twitter and it will give you a Hexagon profile picture. What Twitter didn't remember though, is that they actually support transparent images. So if you just upload an image in the shape of a hexagon and you just have the borders be transparent, it's actually a hexagon. They forgot that their own site could do that. So now a bunch of people who are mocking crypto have hexagon profile pictures. Metaverse equals Second Life plus X plus 360 avatars. Exactly. Metaverse equals Final Fantasy XIV. Similar to GMP, Libfy builds with optimizations specific to the processor in use. If building for another system, export C flags and CXX flags to specify a generic build for your architecture. If this is not done, all applications that link to Libfy will trigger illegal operation errors. So ensure GC... Oh, that went quicker than expected. Make check. Ensure GCC optimizes for the current system. If this is not specified, the system is guessed and the code generated may not be correct for some systems. If the generated code will be copied from the native system to a less capable system, for example, in your Raspberry Pi case, use the less capable system as a parameter for details about alternative system types. Metadata of NFTs sold in the Ethereum blockchain stored in IPFS. I love that... I actually love the NFT thing, right? So... Do you want to know why I love NFTs? Because there's actually, like, this weird Venn diagram, right? Of privacy people and NFT people. Now, the problem with this is the vast majority of NFTs exist on the Ethereum blockchain. So when you actually sit in that Venn diagram, you're actually the biggest moron on the planet. Because everything on the Ethereum blockchain is completely public. Like, I don't understand how there's any crossover between these two groups. Ever heard of Web 4? It really sounds like Web 3. How is this like talking about 8K screens when no one has a 4K screen yet? Is that? I think that's what this is. Hi, Brodie. You might want to consider removing your VimV video. If you take the issues, it is super easy to permanently delete files with that tool. Sorry, I'm completely blanking on what VimV was. VimV. Well, yeah, because the script to battery name stuff. So if you use the script wrong, then, like, you're obviously going to delete stuff. Like... That is true, but I don't think it's as, well, that big of a deal. Vim Vita battery name stuff. Oh yeah, someone asked, or Brodie Smith OnlyFans asked, is there any plans for non-LFS streams on the main channel? Yes, actually. So next week, we are not going to be doing LFS. So I'll get to your 8D audio question in a second. Next week, we're going to be playing, a game. So we're going to be playing Super Tux. People have been asking me to play Super Tux for quite a while, and we're going to play through Super Tux. I don't know how long it's going to take us. Maybe it'll end up being 2 streams, but we will play Super Tux. What is your opinion on 8D audio? I've never experienced it. I need a diagram of the placement of give me something. 8D audio. I could be confusing this with something else. Not this 8D audio, 9D audio. What the spatial sound is cool. You're also not hearing spatial sound with regular headphones, so, like, there's also that. 8D. Yeah, man, 8Ds. Like, it's a smiley face, get it? Just Tux, not Cart. We've done Super Tux Cart a few times. What window manager are you currently on? Still on Awesome, because I haven't gotten around to switching to Sway yet. But Sway is the future. Super Tux Cart with viewers when? I want to get around to doing it again. I think before we do Super Tux Cart again, we'll probably end up playing Xenotic again. Web3 be like metadata of NFTs sold in the Ethereum blockchain stored in IPFS. So, I was talking to the guys on Discord before, and apparently, there was someone who bought a book and then sold each of the individual pages as a as an NFT. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here it is. So this crypto group ended up buying spending $3 million for the rights to Dune, thinking that they had actually bought it, but no, because that's not how that works. Basically, what happened is anyone can anyone can sell whatever they want because no one's monitoring it. What am I drinking? Really bad seltzer. It's an Island Fever hard seltzer passion fruit. I've got better ones behind me. I've got what do I have behind me? Oh, there we go. It's done. I have 2 White Claws behind me because I am a child. Oh yeah. Is there anyone in chat who uses Time Shift? Make install. We have a Ruby Grapefruit. Oh god. There's a lot of liquid coming off of that one. You know what I like about NFTs? I don't even care about the money-making opportunities. What I love is people on Twitter getting mad that people use it. Children shouldn't drink, Brodie. I started drinking at like 13, so like, this is yeah. It's dripping. It's moist. That probably explains a lot of problems in my life. Sell land with crypto. Oh, did you guys hear about crypto land? Man, crypto land was a blast. Oh my god. So, you gave up Awesome? No, I'm still using it right now. What KVM is far better. Why am I not using QEMU? Because I'm using VirtualBox. That's why I'm using it. I use what I use because I use what I use. But yeah, did you guys hear about Cryptoland? If you haven't, I will send a video afterwards. Basically, this crypto project claimed that they... What am I doing? Oh, tar. Claimed that they had an island. But they didn't actually have an island. There was no island. But they were gonna buy, I believe... I want to say it was an island in... I think it was an island owned by No, Fiji. Yeah, they were gonna buy a Fiji. I was gonna say Papua New Guinea. No, they were gonna buy one of the Fiji islands. They were apparently in talks to buy it, but they didn't have the money to buy it, like at all. So they were gonna buy this blank island and put all the crypto people on this island, but that was the dumbest. So the actual official account of Cryptoland responded to a question on Twitter. So this person asked, "What is the age of consent on Cryptoland?" And they responded, basically by saying that, you saw Critical's video? Yeah. They said that it was mental maturity. And everyone was like, oh, so it's Epstein's Island. You're literally buying Epstein's Island and sending all the crypto people there. Like, what are you talking about? From crypto enthusiast to crypto enthusiast, sell NFT to buy an island. Mate, I think it's about as good as, like, Earth 2. If energy prices go really high, could crypto stop being mined? In theory, I mean. No, because operations will just move to countries that have cheaper prices. That's how they already they're in China because they get, you know, everything in China is owned by the Chinese government. So they obviously get discounts from that. But everyone else who's not in China, they'll just move their operations to places that have cheaper power prices. Unless the entire world has high power prices. I think the only thing that's gonna mess with people mining is the fact that Bitcoin is like... Man, Bitcoin's having a fun... I feel bad for anyone who bought Bitcoin like last month. Because it looked like it was going good. It was going back up. All the crypto people were saying it's great. And now it's not. It's not good. He's not good. Here we go. Here's the price on Google. So let's say you bought in September. It came down and then it started going. Whoa, went up. So this is the Australian price. So ignore that. And now it's like wee. I was actually thinking of buying here because I thought this was as low as it was gonna go. And then, whew. It is kind of funny. Like, I as much as I meme on crypto, I do have crypto investments. I'm just not going to be going around telling people that they should also be investing. Because when, like, there are so many people out there who are like, I'm not a financial expert, but I'm going to give you financial advice. It's like, I'm not doing that. Like, it's not going to happen. What's your age, sir? $23. Isn't that the double dipper pattern? Is that a real pattern? I don't know. I love, like, so I follow a bunch of crypto people on Twitter because they're so great. Like, these are people who are like, nothing can ever go wrong in the crypto market. Everything is good news. Like, crypto going up, great news. It's going to the moon. Crypto going down, great news, because this means you can buy it. Everything is good. There is no bad news. No FUD is allowed. Everything is good. I'll sell my house and my left kidney and buy... do you live in, like... do you live in a shed? Like, if you sold your house to buy it, you should at least be able to buy a couple. Yeah, I did have to think. I stopped counting after like 19. I have no idea what that phone number is. Wait, did you just, like, you know what, I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna find out what this is, because that's not an Australian number. 49? What is 49? What did you just post? +49 area code. Germany. Why did you just post a German phone number in my chat? Why did you do that? I don't understand. Who doesn't live in a shed? I used to live in a little, it's like a, I don't know what you call it. Like, it's like a little house. Not like a little house like we mean by little house now. It was like an outdoor room, but it was fitted to basically be a house. He deleted the comment. No, I banned him. I don't care if it's someone else's phone number. I will ban you the second you post a phone number in my chat. Unless I can confirm that it's like a phone number to a KFC or something. If it's actually, don't start posting KFC phone numbers in my chat. Are you currently on the LFS system? I am, yes. Yeah, we are compiling the stuff inside of the LFS. You never posted something, pasted something wrong into the wrong window. I have? Sure, but like... You know what? If you want to, hit me up on Mastodon or Twitter and redeem yourself and explain why you posted a phone number here. No. Stop. No, not that number. No, wizard, not that number. Any number besides that number. But isn't LFS inside a VM? It is inside a VM. Yeah, I should. Oh, thank you. I will delete that here as well. Here we go. Wait, is that? Remove. There we go. Cool. Would you drive a Subaru Impreza or a Toyota Corolla? Either one is going to be better than my Holden Barina. Can we do LFS in the cloud? Yes. There's a lot of kernel developers who like compile the kernel in the cloud because like they just aren't as committed as someone like Torvalds, for example. Yeah, don't check that number. Actually, if you don't know what that number is, you probably don't even know what to do with that number. 1 test, 30 test, a full G is known to fail on some kernel configurations depending on inconsistent values of config crypto user API settings. If it fails, it can safely be ignored. Do a no bull run where you do LFS on an actual computer, death or glory style. I'll do it with Suicide Linux as well. You should update OpenSSL when a new version which fixes vulnerabilities is announced. The releases run in series with a letter for each release after this release, e.g. 1.1.1, 1.1.1a, 1.1.1b. Because LFS only installs only the shared libraries, there are no need to recompile packages which link to libcrypto, or libSSL when upgrading in the same series. Chash is a Perl script that scans all files in a directory and adds symbolic links to their hash files, or hash values. OpenSSL is a command line tool for using the various cryptography, I can read, functions of OpenSSL's crypto library from the shell. It can be used for various functions which are documented in man1 OpenSSL. LFS, the crypto miner, confirmed. We are 1 hour into the stream. I am aware. Yes. libcrypto implements a wide range of cryptographic algorithms used in various internet standards. The services provided by this library are used by the OpenSSL implementations of SSL, TSS, SMIME, and they have also been used to implement OpenSSH, OpenPGP, and other cryptographic standards. libssl.so implements the Transport Layer Security TLS v1 protocol. It provides a rich API documentation which can be found by running man3 SSL. rm-rf OpenSSL. Python, yay! This one's gonna probably take a while to do. Python. No, not that one. Not... Wait. Is that the one? Or is it... It's gotta be something different. That's the docs, by the looks of it. Okay, it's that one, right. That's an Australian number. I know that. Yeah, as I thought. Wait, why do they have a... Wait, +6... Oh, no, that makes sense, right. Yeah, that is a, that's KFC, Asquith in New South Wales. Sure, okay. When I said post KFC numbers, I didn't think someone would actually post a KFC number. Logged into Twitch just to send a GNOME. 999 999 999. 1300655506. Any Australians here will know what that number is straight away. How about Burger Kind? Burger Kind. Hungry Jacks. Yeah, it's Hungry Jacks if you're looking for the Australian ones. Because there was already a burger place in Australia called Hungry Jacks, called Burger King, and the guy didn't want to sell the name, and now he's out of business. He should have sold the name because it would have been worth a lot more. The meaning of the I'm trying to remember what it was from. It was from a very popular ad in Australia. It was for the reading and writing hotline. There was like an ad. There was an ad when I was as a kid. Like it would sing the phone number in a jingle, like 1300655506, and that number is like stuck in my head forever. If you want your number to be stuck in someone's head, sing it to them as a jingle, and just keep singing it to them. And then after a couple of times, they will never forget the number for the rest of their lives. So with System expat, this switch enables linking against system version of expat. With System, what the hell is that? Is that FFI and the letters are just like crunched together? With ensure pip, yes. This switch enables building pip and setup tools, packaging programs. Enables optimization. Or enable optimizations. This switch enables stable but expensive optimizations. You still have A-Play bin LS on your phone as your phone ringtone. I don't even know what my phone ringtone is because I can't remember the last time my phone wasn't on silent. Like, my phone has been on silent probably for the past, like, 2 years. I have no idea if the ringtone even works. Meanwhile, we only have shitty McDonald's here. Nokia 3310 when? How much? You know, I'm going to find out how much a 3310 is right now. I can't imagine it's super expensive. Nokia 3310. Is it cheaper than a ThinkPad? Yes. $70. The problem, though, is they are 2G phones, which means... Oh! Right, there's a newer version of the 3310. If you got one of the 2G versions, you literally wouldn't be able to use it today. Wait, did they make a 4G version, or is this someone selling a knockoff? Oh, okay, right, they re-released it, didn't they? Yeah, that's why. They re-released it, and the new one is a bit arse. Yeah, I wouldn't expect it to be anywhere near as good as the original. There's a 4G version. Of course there is. Not like the original version. If you're buying like an actual 3310, not a 3310 2.0, they were a 2G phone. And I don't... Someone correct me. Maybe in like... Maybe in a developing nation, this is the case. But I don't believe there are any 2G networks still around. I could be wrong, though. If I am wrong, let me know. I know there's definitely no 2G networks in any... Yeah, there's no 2G networks? Okay, I thought so. I knew there was definitely none in, like, the EU, Australia, US, anywhere like that. But I didn't know about, like, you know, as I said, any developing nations, if it was possible, that there were still any. 2G is superior? 2G had longer range because, I don't know, something... don't get me to explain how radio frequencies work, but my understanding is as we go up to the higher versions of these, or I guess the higher hertz they have shorter range. That's why 5G antennas have to be placed considerably more, because they don't pass through as much, and they don't have anywhere near as much range. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, though. I'm pretty sure that's the case, though. There are 2G networks left as a backup in France. All 2G will cease to exist in 2030. Right. So, but there are backups that do exist on the off chance that it may be needed. 5G may not come to India. I know there are actual legitimate concerns with 5G. From my understanding, there are issues with aircrafts. This is why the US aircraft people, the people that manage the aircrafts in the US, are pushing against it. Thank you for the follow, bruh. Why are we compiling our own kernel tonight, boys? We're not compiling our kernel. We're compiling Python right now. We have a few 2G networks in Macedonia. FAA, that one, yes. The FAA is very... has a lot to say about 5G. Because apparently it messes with aircrafts or something. It messes with something to do with aircrafts that is a safety hazard. And they're trying to work out a way to safely implement it. Because I guess it's getting close to the frequency used by aircraft or something. I don't know. As I said, I am not the person to talk about when it comes to radio waves. Navigational systems, there you go, those ones. You can use 2G with ham radio, I think. You're right, higher the hertz, lower range. Makes sense. Also, lower penetration. If I remember correctly, a 5G signal barely can penetrate through glass. Which also makes me wonder whether it even has a practical use case. If it's that much of an issue, but I could be missing something. There's only one city in my country that has 5G. I have no idea if we have 5G in Australia. I feel like we probably do. Watch Big Clive video on 5G death rays. Proof. Big Clive. That name's ringing a bell. I feel like I've watched some of his videos before. Big Clive. BigClive.com. Right. Okay, I know who that is. Okay. That's the guy who... Yeah, that's the guy who always points his camera at his desk and at his hands. Yeah, that one. The one that's not Dank Pods. What is your recommended GNU or not GNU / Linux distribution for a 32-bit computer? Arch will do well. Have you heard the 5G BioShield? Tell me it's a literal Faraday cage. Please tell me it's a Faraday cage. Actually, no. Speaking of that, have you heard about the people who, like, the people who are so worried about Wi-Fi that they put their... Like, this actually does work. Like, it will protect you from the Wi-Fi. They put their modems inside of a Faraday cage because they want to be safe from the Wi-Fi. And you know what? They're not wrong. Inside of a Faraday cage, the signal won't get out. If that's your plan, like, you're good, but it's just gonna stop your system from working. What is your opinion on people who spell GNOME without a silent G? Spell it? Wait, they spell it like N-O-M-E? I'm pretty sure there is a 32-bit version of Arch. Okay, you did watch the LTT video on that? Okay, good. Arch 32-bit. I'm pretty sure it's a separate... Yeah, Arch Linux 32 is a separate Arch project. Yeah, spelling it or saying it is very different. Here we go. Arch 32-bit. GNOME. Tinfoil will also work. Or just turn the... Yeah, imagine just... imagine if you just use, like, Ethernet. Just, like, if you're afraid of Wi-Fi, just get an Ethernet cable and plug it into your computer. And if your computer doesn't support an Ethernet cable, go to your local tech store, buy a USB to Ethernet adapter, and boom, no more Wi-Fi. And also, it's going to be better for you anyway. It's not like better for you as in no Wi-Fi. I mean, better for you as in, like, better for you as in less ping. Another CBT session? Exactly, man. As we've discovered, I'm very into CBT. But that's why I'm drinking, so I can deal with it more. The pain. The pain is pleasure. Pardon me, not native. No, it's fine. I'm just... If anyone... I just treat everyone in chat as if they're gonna say something dumb, because I'm gonna say something dumb. And that's fine. Make installe. Running the test at this point is not recommended. The tests are known to hang indefinitely in the partial LFS environment. If desired, the test can be rerun at the end of this chapter or when Python 3 is reinstalled in BLFS. To run the tests, anyway, issue make test. Play GTA. I've actually never played GTA 5. One day I should play it. What happens when we reach 6G? Like, I don't even know if we will... I don't know. I'm sure people way smarter than me are working on that already. But considering the issues with distance, I don't know whether that's actually going to be a thing. I would imagine that at the point we're at now, it's already so inconvenient to actually, I guess, put up a 5G network. I couldn't even imagine we would push it that far, but progress never stops, I guess. -- no -- same owner. Xenonic is a good game, true. And we're back to hanging out the window or waving our phones in the air for signal. Yeah, that's sort of the direction we're going, isn't it? Just like, make it so fast, but you have to be standing under, literally like under the tower to get it to work. 6G is just a microwave. Well, hey, then maybe the anti-5G people will be right. People will make everything smart. True, though. Why do they need higher hertz, though? Speed. They're on speed, but also, like, internet speeds. 2 to 3. Oh, right, I forgot this program exists. It's a Python program that reads Python 2.x source code and why am I reading it like that? Applies a series of fixes to transform it into valid Python 3x code. Do you use snaps? No. I used to. I learnt better. My issue with snaps is that they completely destroy your file system. Or destroy your, I guess, your petition table, sorry, not your file system. They, like, create a bunch of extra petitions for every single snap. Nobody used snaps in 2022. Have you heard of Ubuntu? Idle 3 is a wrapper script that opens a Python-aware GUI editor. No. No. Stop it. I didn't know this was on Linux. For this script to run, you must have installed tk before Python so that tkinter Python module is built. If you've never seen idle, I'm going to show you idle in just a moment. Pip3, the package installer for Python. You can use pip to install packages from Python package index and other indexes. I didn't know that's what the Python repo is called. PyDoc is a Python documentation tool. Who is Ubuntu? Ubuntu is the really popular kid that no one actually likes. They just hang out with the popular kid because they think that everyone else likes the popular kid. Python 3 is an interpreted interactive object-oriented programming language. rm-pi, there we go. I'm thinking too far ahead. tar-xf ninja. Go into ninja. Export ninja jobs. Is that like Steve Jobs? When are you gonna have a smart kitchen sink? I'm almost certain the smart kitchen sinks already exist. I will be surprised if they don't. Build ninja with Python 3. I guess it's a Python 3 thing. When run, Ninja normally runs a maximum number of processes in parallel. By default, this is the number of cores on the system plus 2. Why is it plus 2? In some cases, this can overheat a CPU or run a system out of memory. If run from the command line, passing -j number parameter like GCC will limit the number of parallel processes, but some packages embed the execution of Ninja and do not pass a J parameter. Using the optional procedure below allows a user to limit the number of parallel processes via an environment variable. Ninja jobs, for example, setting. Okay. I guess we should set it to 6 then. 8? We'll set it to 6. Smart vibrator. Those definitely exist. Bootstrap. This parameter forces Ninja to rebuild itself for the current system. How I know? Go on the internet. Yes. Open source CVT. Without a doubt. Oh, no, actually, no, there was a story from, there was a fake story that Lewis Spears, made Vice cover. Where he got his cock and balls locked in a smart cage, we'll say. But that didn't actually happen, because he made up the story, and Vice bought it hook, line, and sinker. Because it's Vice, and they don't do any research, because it's Vice. rm-rf ninja. Wait, come back. No! Come back, document. Oh, wait, where is it? I went to the wrong desktop and lost all my comments. There we go, now we're good. There's my mouse. Lost my mouse for a second. Meson. AI-controlled cage. Yes. I don't think it wasn't AI-controlled. I think it was internet-controlled. It was a smart device. Meson is an open-source build system meant to be both extremely fast and as user-friendly as possible. Thank you for the follow, TreePie Distributor. Oh, Disruptor. Sorry, Disruptor. Internet of Things, exactly. Distributor, I can't read. Internet of Shit, true. Meson. And that one. Actually, speaking of smart devices, I'm sure you guys have seen the video that, I think, did Kenny do it? about Canon having to tell people how to circumvent the DRM on their ink cartridges. IoT is my research subject, and indeed shit, I regret my life choice. If you want to be in a field that is definitely going to be an important part of everyone's lives, yeah, of course, Lewis Ross, and talk about it as well. I think I saw Lewis's video first. Oh, I love it. It's great. I talk about it on the podcast as well. Root equals dest. By default, Python 3 setup py installs various files such as man pages into Python eggs. Python eggs? I didn't know that was a thing. How's it going? Juju62. I'm doing pretty good. With a specified relocation, setup py installs these files into a standard hierarchy, then the hierarchy can just be copied to the standard location. I probably completely butchered that name, but it is what it is. What am I doing? rm-rf meson. Trying to circumvent Canon DRM is illegal, even when Canon itself tells you to do it. Do not fall into their DRM trap. Yes, I'm sure you would say that, Microsoft Edge. Later gonna cook myself some Python eggs. I ate some kangaroo for dinner the other night. That was pretty good. If you ever get a chance to eat kangaroo, I highly recommend it. It is a very delicious meat. Are you gonna go through BLFS once LFS is complete? Assuming my system boots, yes. If it doesn't, it is what it is. My plan is, yes, I will be. It'll be a very long journey. But the journey is what matters more than the destination. POSIX requires that programs from core utils recognize character boundaries correctly even in multi-byte locales. The following patch fixes this non-compliance and other internationalization-related bugs. Can we have a Brodie stream cosplaying Cyan at the end of the series? Maybe? That would be kind of funny, though. But if that happened, you couldn't tell Cyan. I just have to tell her to show up, and then she'll see it happen. In the past, many bugs were found in this package. When reporting new bugs to core utils maintainers, please check first if they're reproducible without this patch. Actually, if I did it with, like, maid dress Cyan, and then found a wig that kind of looked like Cyan's hair, I think that might work. Yes, Cyan just gets a new model, that is just of me. If it doesn't boot, I guess you can fix Pam on stream. Pam's not going to be the issue. Have you thought about doing some primitive OS dev? No. No. If I was going to go to dev work, I'd be doing web dev. It's awful, and I'd have to, like, always be insanely up to date, but I'd do web dev. I worked on a simple Rust kernel over my break. It was really fun. I'm sure it's fun work. I'm sure it's fun, but, like, actual professional OS dev work, it's not a thing I want to be involved in. Python eggs are deprecated for a decade. I'd never heard of them. And I've been doing Python for a while. Yes, Cyan did stream. I think she finished LFS quicker than I did at this point. I don't know. I have no idea how long it took her. Auto reconf. The package for internationalization has modified the building system of the package, so the configuration files have to be regenerated. I know she's been learning, last 2 streams she did, she's been learning Rust. Took her 27 hours. Yeah, that's quicker than I'm going to be doing it. Force unsafe config equals, or configure equals 1. This environment variable allows the package to be built as the root user. Granted, I'm also not like, I'm not intending to do this as quickly as possible. I'm just going through this at my own pace. Not intentionally to farm content. I just like to read chat a lot as I go. Why are people pinging me on Discord? Mate, why would you ping me on Discord about that? Just say it in the chat. What are you doing? Someone who was in the chat just before decided to ping me on Discord to say that he will show up to the stream later. So just say it in the stupid chat. You were already here. We got to realize traits are just Haskell type classes. We're a pretty pog game at the moment. I actually like... I'm really happy with how much effort she's putting into actually like learning to program. Like she's clearly trying to like actually be a professional programmer. And then there's me, and it's just like, no, I'm good. I'm good here. Idle 3. Let's see. Idle 3. Here we go. Open a new tab. Who is she? She is Cyan. Here we go. This is idle. It is, well, okay, this part of idle is just, it's just running the Python interpreter. The other part is literally a text editor that has no number lines, at least by default. It has no highlighting. It has nothing useful. Basically, you're about as good writing code in Notepad. Dude, invest in a quality channel unless you want to go through cervical disc replacement surgery. Okay, so there's a couple of things I want to do when I get to the new place. One is I want to get a standing desk. Standing desk is a big one for me. I just don't have the room here to stand. But I will be getting a standing desk at the new place. Absolutely. Without a doubt. And I do want to get a good, a new chair, a better chair. We're going to run... We're going to run the remainder of the tests as the tester user. Certain tests require that the user be a member of one or more group so that these tests are not skipped. Fix the permissions so that the non-root user can compile and run the tests. Now run the test. Didn't we just run the test just before? And I don't even know who Cyan is. Wait, it's surprising how many people in the chat don't know you have a podcast channel and did a podcast with Cyan. Oh no, I'm getting a gas lift desk. Without doubt. Yeah, there's no chance that I'm getting a manual lift. I'm getting a gas lift and it's gonna be great. Cyan is certified Rust streamer. True though. Human body occupies the same volume no matter if you're standing or sitting. Also okay. No. Do you want to know why I can't stand? Because this is as far back as my chair goes. So if I stand, I'm like, I actually can't stand here. Like I have to lean over the desk to actually stand. Because when I stand here, my chair doesn't come out far enough that I can actually stand up in front of the desk. That's why. Why does Vim get so much more credit than Vi? Because Vim makes Vi a lot easier to use. What was the main features that Vim added to Vi? A backspace key. That's a good one. How tall am I? I want to say 176. I'll give you that in freedom units. 176. I'm manlet. That's the answer. What is 176 in feet and inches? I'm 5'9". Yeah, I am a manlet. Did Vice Series not have a backspace? It has a... Okay, you can delete stuff. But when you go back and you try to, like, write over the line, like, it doesn't actually have a way to insert text into a line. At least from what I've seen. Probably is a way. It would, like, overlay the stuff. There was also that. Like, there are a lot of, like, usability things that Vim added onto the Vi key set. 174. Man, you're even more of a manlet than I am. I used to have a Swiss bowl as a chair. What the hell is a Swiss bowl? Like a meatball? Swiss bowl. In Australia, the island where the UK put all of its short people. I know some people who are from there who say they're short. I know, like, people who are like 6'6". Oh, it's an exercise ball. Oh, I didn't know it was called a Swiss ball. That's, I guess we're learning something today. Americans are kind of weird, to be honest, measuring everything in feet, like, that's... Well, okay, most people just use feet and inches. I'm not gonna delete just because you type one. There's not unless it's like an emergency number. No, there is no 181 phone number. Is 181 an emergency number? I don't know. I only know the one for Australia, the UK, and the US. Americans have a foot fetish. True. Oh God, there's a lot of... Okay, we're not gonna read every single package in the core utils. I think we know what is in core utils. God, yeah, that will take a while. A ball filled with air. I'm not sure I've never heard of the term Swiss ball. I didn't know it had like a name besides exercise ball. Next question. Is switching to NeoVim from Vim worth as a newbie Vim user? Okay, the way I'll think of NeoVim is think of NeoVim as Vim testing. A lot of the features that get popular in NeoVim eventually make their way to Vim. But NeoVim is always going to have extra things in it because NeoVim tends to move a lot faster. Bram doesn't like to add features. It took Bram like 10 years to add in multi-threading. So, yeah, Bram's not a big fan of features. So if you want to have a faster moving editor, NeoVim. If you want to have something that is Vim and it's good enough, yeah, go with Vim. Here we go. Like what I mean with multi-threading is multi-threading in the case of extensions. It didn't have multi-threaded extensions for a long time. Lua isn't amazing, but it's way better than Vim scripts. Nano Gang, who with me? I'm sure there's someone. There's got to be at least one person here who uses Nano. Daily reminder that I don't know how to use Nano, and that confuses people. But it's just how to use Nano on the screen. Right, but like, I don't care. That means I have to read the screen. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna use Vim instead. Vim's easier. I'd like to use Vim, but there's no Tetris built in. Do you have a solution? Yes, actually. One sec. Make. Here we go. NVim Tetris. Now you can use Vim. Should you use it? No, I've played games in Vim. There are a couple of other games made for Vim, and they're not good, because Vim is not designed to update that quickly. Install Emacs. It is built in Tetris and chess. I didn't know I'd built in chess. That's cool. Nano literally has keyboard shortcuts listed all the time, so to use. That means I have to read, though. People who use VS Code, why not Codium? Probably 1. Numero uno. They don't know it exists. 2. They don't care. Those are the reasons. I can do as much in Vim as in Nano. Put in some lines, save and text, save and exit. Yeah, like at the end of the day, like it doesn't matter. It's fine. What distro are you using there? Right here, this is Arch Linux running GNOME. This one is Arch Linux running Awesome WM. Why am I running GNOME? Because it annoys people in this chat. That's why. What's the name of this distro you're making? Let's see if it boots. That's the name. Booty Boy. Booty Boy. Booty Boy is the name. There you go. Imagine the look of superiority of Ed users after seeing chat. Man, Ed's cool. It's cool, but like, I don't want to use Ed or X for that matter. GNOME isn't terrible. It's fine if you just want a basic ready-to-go desktop. It works fine. Hey, your files are not working, man. They work fine. I just haven't pushed the latest version. No, not Birdie Boy. Booty Boy. Like, booty. As in a sweet booty. As in a pirate booty. Less than Cyan's OS. Did Cyan ever name her LFS installation? I know she didn't ever do BLFS. She stopped at LFS, which is fair because that's enough insanity to deal with. Who's your Linux hero? Or hero-a? I guess Muda? If we're talking about, like, YouTubers. Outside of that, I guess we can take the obvious answer and go Torvalds. Something like Sigma OS, more like Ligma OS. I actually got into Linux properly last year. How goes the compilation? Right now we're trying to compile... Actually, what are we doing? We're waiting for this to run. That's what we're doing. We are running the tests for check. Brodie is my Linux hero. What's Ligma? Ligma balls. Torvalds or Stallman? As in like it is as in like a food source or as a person? Because Stallman's obviously got like more meat on him. As a person, probably Torvalds. But if, like, you're saying I need to eat someone on a deserted island, Stallman, obviously, because Stallman's, like, got the big belly. Snowy the Cola Addict. Why is there someone in this chat called Snowy the Cola Addict? If you're using Manjaro, try Endeavour OS. The repos are much more up-to-date, and it's closer to mainline Arch. Daddy Luke. Lukey boy. Yes. Bowls man. Bowls man. Eats grub or eats crumbs from his feet, man. Luke Skywalker. Luke Smith Walker. These tests are gonna take a while from the looks of it. Luke Smith is a C-tier Linux he's not a Linux he doesn't even make videos. After LFS, can you pack it into an install? If it functions, I guess I can. If it doesn't, I guess I can, and you can just not have it work. Have you tried Waydroid yet? No. Seltzer OS. LFS, brought to you by White Claw. Ah. Refreshing. Hashtag not sponsored. Luke is not a YouTuber. Luke just doesn't make... When was the last time Luke made a video? It's got to be like 3 weeks out at this point, minimum. Totally Not Private OS, sponsored by Brodie. 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 I like that. I actually kind of like that one. That's actually not bad. I do kind of... That's actually a good one. Robertson. I like RobOS. Robo. Like I'm gonna type it in chat because like RobOS. There we go. RobOS. But it doesn't have as much packages in official repos as Manjaro. It's been 1 month since his last video. Wow, Luke's last video was in 2021. Wow, Luke needs to work harder, man. Latest Luke Smith video. What was the last one? Was it something like... Was it like a really obvious video about Bitcoin or something? Has he done a... I don't know. I don't even watch Luke's videos anymore. What was his last video? Let's find out. Wait, that was a joke. That was a joke. Apparently it was. Oh. I love it. Oh, I love it. Is minimum... Wait, is Luke living in a van at this point? I don't know. Is that could be what's happening. No, does anyone remember that time Luke made a video explaining what Bitcoin was? Do you like Mac? I don't hate Mac. Luke was sued by Elon Musk, I guess. Is there woman Jaro? Is there woman Jaro? There probably is. My girlfriend wants to try Linux. No, sorry, I'm joking. I don't have a girlfriend. True. RM-RF. Check it. Orc script for generating C unit tests for use with the check unit testing framework. I remember DistroTube's video about how HTTP is... Wait, oh yeah, no. Yeah, he did a video... That was when he did a video about Gemini, wasn't it? Like, okay. So here's the thing, right? There's lots of times where I've felt like making videos like that. Where I'm like, oh, HTTP is blowed. Everybody should use... return YouTube dislikes. Things like that. Where I just frankly don't believe it. And I know it would be great for views. But the problem is that I don't want to start uploading videos where people... Oh, I feel like over the 2 or so years that I've been making videos, I have built up a reputation for giving opinions that I actually believe. If that makes sense. And I don't want to start even if it's great for views, unless it's a joke video, and I'm happy to do joke videos. I've done plenty of those. Unless it's like me just joking about it, I don't want to start making videos where I'm just encouraging people to use things I don't think are actually worth using whatsoever. Like, every time I look at a random GitHub project, even the ones that, you know, are kind of a mess, I think every single one of them at least has a use case. Do you like Windows 8? No. 8.1, I did actually use on my system back when 8.1 was the latest hip thing. 8, no, I didn't like 8. I didn't touch 8 until 8.1 came out. M1 Max is a good value, to be honest. Isn't it? The M1 Max actually pretty cheap. I don't know about the like the Mac Mini, not the MacBooks. The Mac Minis are actually a fairly decent value from my understanding. For what they are. I don't know if the Mac Minis are just as much of a pain to repair, though, as the laptop units. I presume they are, because you'd probably still have trouble getting your hands on parts. But surely it's easier than a laptop. Surely. The only problem with the M1 is you have to deal with macOS for now. Yeah, well, that's why, the Linux distro that is being made, I've got a video that I'm doing. I've literally recorded on it. Someone tell me name, please. The one made by Hector Martin. Are you going to become a free software zealot? No, I play Final Fantasy 14. Asahi, thank you. No, I play Final Fantasy 14. No, I'm not going to become a free software zealot. CMP. Compares two files and reports whether or in which bytes they differ. Diff. Compares two files or directories and reports which lines in files differ. Oh, sorry, I read those and my brain thought they just said the same thing. Diff 3 compares compares three files line by line. Why would you? Isn't that diff 2, but just an extra step? SDiff merges two files and interactively outputs the results. Okay. rm-rf diffutils. So my stance on free software is I take a practical stance, right? So I want more software to be free software. I would like all software that you run to be free software. I don't think that is a practical thing to happen, though. I am willing to compromise to get work done. Like, I am willing to use Discord because everybody else uses Discord. I would prefer everyone use, not IRC. Everyone use, if you want to use IRC, that's great. But use Matrix, use anything open source, or free software, whatever you want to call it. But I don't think everyone's going to. So you take a minus 12 volt stance, that's nice. Yeah, I guess. Element is decent. Element is pretty decent. It's definitely getting better. Like, let's take my, like, I don't run LibreBoot, for example. Like, there are some parts of my system that are always going to be proprietary. I'm not particularly fussed by that, because there's not a good, consistent alternative. Like, yeah, LibreBoot's great, but you need to make sure you have hardware that is specifically, compatible with LibreBoot. Element, the chat app. Yes, that one. Matrix was awesome from my experience. It's getting better. Something that I don't think anyone had... Okay, one thing that I don't think you have any excuse to use proprietary is a web browser. There is no reason why you should ever use a proprietary web browser, because there's so many good free software or open source web browsers that, like, just pick something. Chromium, Firefox, Brave. Like, and all of those are perfectly fine to use. Like, why would you go and use, like, Opera GX or Edge? So true, you should only use free web browser. Exactly, Microsoft Edge. As you say. And Office Suite's a harder one. So, for general Office Suite work, yes. But when you're doing more advanced stuff, when you're doing more, like, corporate-y stuff, you're going to have a lot of macros. And if you can't implement those macros in the open source solution, then moving over is going to be a bit of a challenge. But if you're just, like, a general person writing documents, use something like LibreOffice, anything like that. There's no reason not to. Edge has some nice features, too bad it's closed source. Nah, man. Opera GX. The gaming web browser. I love... there is actually a good feature, Opera GX, and I don't know why other browsers don't have it. It has a feature where you can actually limit how much RAM Opera GX is allowed to have. Why other browsers don't have that is absolutely beyond me. But that's the only reason why I would ever think anyone should use Opera GX. The feel when Brodie is now behind transparent terminal. No, I use a blurred terminal. Get it right. Because browsers need a lot of RAM. They do need a lot of RAM, but you could limit it and then just, you know, make it be a mess for everything else. Like, it's an idea that I like having there, even if it's not a great idea for some things. Do you have a job? Yes, I have bills to pay. I've got mouths to feed. Ain't nothing in this world for free. Because there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. Is the cat still there? He's not in here right now. Vivaldi's too much bloat. I actually used Vivaldi back when I first switched to Linux, because that was what was there. It is what I was using at the time. I've since then swapped from it to Brave, but yeah, at the time I was using Vivaldi, and it was quite slow on Linux, like much slower than the Windows version. Love your content, man. Thank you, Unknown Entity. Is Brodie so not safe for work, the terminals to blur him out? Yes. But if someone can recommend me a browser for Linux that has an Android version, Brave, that has password syncing, Firefox. Yeah, Firefox is a good... Like, if Firefox will work well enough. I don't know if Brave supports password syncing on mobile. Does it? Okay. Well, there's your answer. Vivaldi is like Microsoft Edge bad, in my opinion. Vivaldi is an interesting one. So, Vivaldi is... It has a open source core and a proprietary interface. I did a video ages back defending it against DT when it was just calling proprietary garbage, because that's just not fair. It is not proprietary. It's objectively not proprietary. It is a mix of the two. Brave browsers give money with your data. Yeah, that's better than what Chrome does. It just gives you nothing for your data. Don't use browser sync passwords. You got a password manager at least. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of browser syncing passwords. There's something about syncing a password in a browser where I feel like it's just going to be, like, leaked somewhere. I don't know why. It's probably not, like, a legitimate concern. But I just don't like saving anything besides, like, usernames and basic stuff that I don't care if it's public on a browser. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine and perfectly safe. I just don't personally like it. Libre Wolf is a good Firefox fork, is getting better. Isn't Libre Wolf literally just a Firefox configuration script? Your content incredible. Love the channel. Thank you, Cheez-Its456. I appreciate it. Find. Searches given directory trees for files matching the specified criteria. Locate searches through a database of file names. And reports the names that contain a given string or match a given pattern. Yeah, there's no reason to use LastPass. Did you watch No Way Home? No, I've not watched any of the new Spider-Man movies. What will you do with LFS once you're done installing it? I will delete it. Thank you for the follow. Lizach. I appreciate it. I really should just change that text color because I really can't see it against this background. Update DB updates the locate database. It scans the entire file system, including other file systems that are currently mounted unless told not to, and puts every file name it finds into a database. Xargs? Oh, Xargs in this as well? Huh. I didn't know that. Can be used to apply a command to a list of files. Oi, come back. Mate, where'd you go? I lost my comments. There they are. Is storing passwords in a spreadsheet secure? Do you encrypt the spreadsheet? If no, will that answer your question? If yes, Depends where you store the encryption key. If you store the encryption key in the same directory as the file, then, well, just find out what happens, I guess. Thoughts on GNOME Web? Well, we're using it right now. It does have this great feature. So that's real convenient. I love that feature. Why? Why does it do that? Why does it make that noise? Stop it. The Groff package contains programs for processing and formatting text. True. Groff expects the environment variable page to contain the default page size for users in the United States. Page equals letter is appropriate. Elsewhere, page equals A4 may be more suitable. While the default paper size is configured during compilation, it can be overridden later by echoing either A4 or letter to the etc paper size file. Why are the only options A4 and letter? I don't understand. tar-xf Groff cd into Groff. You should make a video about NixOS. Yes, I should make a video about NixOS, but it's on... Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about making videos, right? So... Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Also, it's prompting me for an actually putting an effort this time. Okay, I need to do that. I have a list of topics. And that list of topics is ever growing and never shrinking. So I decide, hey, I'm going to do this thing. And then I decide, oh, I'm going to do that thing. I'm going to do that thing. I'm going to do that thing. And basically, I just forget about things that people tell me. And they just fall down further and further in the list. Because usually the way that I decide on videos I want to record is I look at my list and I say, hey, that sounds fun. And then I do that. Other days, like, that video sounds boring. I'm not going to do that. Like, it just depends on the day, like, what I actually feel like recording. Or what I feel like planning and recording. Please don't recommend proprietary software when there is better alternative. What did he recommend that was proprietary? Bitwarden is good for open source. 1Password's been pretty good for proprietary option. I haven't used 1Password, but I've heard good things about it. Does LFS site ever get updated, or is it static book site? There are different versions of LFS. This is the stable version. There are, like, archived versions as well. The reason it gets updated is because the packages get updated as well. So, we installed Python 3.96, for example. I imagine in, like, a few months, it'll be Python 3.10 that'll be in this. I like the online sync between devices. It's just a mod con that I'm used to at this point. I'll give Bitwarden plus Brave a go. Thanks, everyone. What are you using right now for your password sync? Because there may be a way to import your current passwords into Brave. And I don't want to, like, have you go through manually doing it for everything, if there is already a way to do it. And yes, I'm a free software zealot if you can't tell, but in the end, use what works for you. Yeah, that's ultimately, like, all you can really do. Oh my god, there's so much stuff in Groff. You know what? I don't want to read all of that. I think we're good. We're gonna not do that. RF, I forgot how to delete stuff. It's getting to that time of the night. Next. It's Grub. Yo. If your system has UEFI support and you wish to boot LFS with UEFI, you can skip this package in LFS. And install Grub with UEFI support and its dependencies following the BLFS page at the end of this chapter. Are we using UEFI? I don't remember. No, that's not how you do it. How do you check it? Settings? System. Yes, we are doing UEFI. Okay, so we'll come back to this one later. It might not be as secure as offline, but I use my phone a lot as well. So password sync is super convenient. Yeah, that's the thing. So security is very much a... There's not, like, this is secure and this is not. There are like trade-offs you can make, and a lot of the time, convenience is the thing that you trade for less, or you trade security for more convenience. Does that make sense? Yeah. If your system has UEFI support and you wish to boot LFS with UEFI, you can skip this package in LFS and install Grub with UEFI support dependencies following the BLFS page at the end of this chapter. So I guess we do that first, and then we go to gzip. Okay. So the Grub package provides Grand Unified Bootloader. I did not know that was what Grub stood for. Oh, shit. Twitch chat is no longer? Twitch chat is dead. Rip Twitch. You will be forever missed. This package is known to build and work properly using an LFS 11.0 platform. Package information. Download. Yeah, we can download all that if we want to do. We don't want to. Required runtime. EFI boot manager. Did we set up EFI boot manager? EFI. Okay, so we need to get EFI boot manager set up. And for that one, we need FEVAR and POP-T. Oh, do you want to know why we use package managers? This is why we use package managers. The reason we use package managers is so we can deal with dependencies like this. No, Grub's going to take like a couple minutes. The thing's going to take a long time is doing the dependency tree. tar-xf FE. What is FE vars in? Oh, we don't actually have it downloaded. What was the option to download something with curl? I don't remember. Is it curl I want to say it's curl-L. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Are you watching Demon Slayer Entertainment District? Kimetsu no Yaiba Yukaku Hen. Yes, I am. It's very good. -O. Thank you. This one. We don't have curl. You know what? Okay. Let's see then. That's the problem. Curl. Curl. That's your problem. So, because we got the packages outside of LFS. Okay. Maybe we should just use system deboot. I don't remember what this system D. No, it goes through Grub. It gets to set up system D, and yeah. How does it get it? How does it expect you to download stuff in BLFS then? There's got to be something. Notes on building soft. Because a lot of these packages aren't available. No, I know there are programs that exist. wget is not installed. No, this is stuff in BLFS. And this is extra stuff you have to download. So there's got to be something in there's got to be something in LFS that you would use to download. I am 100% sure that wget is not installed. Yes. So there's got to be something that we install along the way to do that. Tarvim. There's got to be something here. How are you expected to install stuff for BLFS then? FTP? Maybe. Welcome to BLFS. Let's see. Let's see if we can find something. Does BusyBox have wget or curl? Wait, do we... What do we actually... Give me 1 second. Why do I still have GCC open? Let's see. SSH? How would I download something with SSH? BusyBox. No, I'm not going to download something separate, because there's got to be... There's clearly something in this basic set... There's a chapter in BLFS about getting the source. Okay, thank you. Is it just called getting the source? Getting the source packages, thank you. Within the BLFS instructions, each package has 2 references for finding the source files. An HTTP link and an FTP link. Some packages only list one of these links. Every effort has been made to ensure these links are accurate. However, the World Wide Web is continuous flux. Packages are sometimes moved or updated with and the exact URL specified is not always available. To overcome this problem, the BLFS team, with the assistance of Oregon State University Open Source Labs, made an HTTP FTP site available through worldwide mirrors. Oh, that's cool. For a list of these, these sites, all the sources of the exact version of the package you're using in BLFS. If you can't find the BLFS package you need at the listed address, get it from these sites. However, we would like to ask a favor, however. Although this is a public resource for you to use, please do not abuse it. We already have one unthinking individual download over 3 gigabytes of data, including multiple copies of the same files that are placed at different locations via symlinks. To make finding the right package easier, this person clearly did not know what files he needed and downloaded everything. The best place to download files is the site or site set up by the source code developer. Please try there first. Okay, so we do have FTP. How do you exit FTP? Close? How do you exit FTP? Quit. Okay, thank you. Now. First problem. Okay, this one doesn't... Okay, FEVAR does not have a FTP link. So... None of these have FTP links. Okay. Does PopT have an FTP link? Okay, that one has an FTP link. How do we use FTP? Well, they have mirrors, so we can do the mirrors. Someone here, how do we download a file with FTP? Give me the deets. We need Doxygen as well. Do we have CMake? I'm pretty sure we have Git. So we go into FTP. You need the file path and use the IP. So... do we do this? Can't you just download with the host and move the file to the sources? That's not the point. It's not available. It's definitely not available. We have FTP here. So, do we just copy and paste? I've literally never used FTP. Do we just copy and paste the link into this? And then that'll do it? Yes? No? Okay, no. Download file with FTP. How should download and upload file using the FTP command? Oh, is it get? Okay, thank you. Get. Okay, there's another step. Oh, it wasn't working for a while? Upload? No, we don't want to upload a file. Click the link. I don't think we... That's not how that works. FTP... Well, we did this get command, and that says not connected. You aren't connected to the server yet. Okay, what do we have to do to connect to the server? What is the first step here? Use open 123.123.1. I presume you mean an actual IP address, not 123.123.123. FTP. Oh wait, what am I doing? ADDR. Invalid command. You can launch FTP with the URL. FTP. Like a nobody here. It could be possible this link is also dead. That's also a possibility. What is this everyone's saying different things. Everybody is saying different things, and that is very useful. So, let's go to the mirrors. So, BLFS, FTP mirror. So, did you also click on the HTTP link? Copy the link of HTTP. There is no curl. We cannot use curl. That is why we are using FTP. If I could use curl, I would use curl. Downloading all. Thank you. Okay. Oh god. Use no, not use. We're not using wget. Open. Oh my god, these people. You help. Okay. Well, that's very useful. That's just a wall of commands. If I could use curl, I would be using curl because then we wouldn't have to use FTP. What are we connecting to? What do we need to... Do we need to connect to this? What is the value we include with connect? Oh god. I'm not using anything else. There is no other things we can use. Any netcat? No, we have FTP. All we have is FTP. Open and then type FTP. So we just... Okay. So, thank you. Answers. ftp.rpm.org. It's very possible that is broken. Okay, it's very possible that link is actually dead. Open ftp.lfs-matrix.net. Temporary. I know I have an internet connection, so specify port. What is the port? No, well, I know I have an internet connection. Because we can go to different pages in LFS. Like, that's fine. Think Cheroot does not have internet? No, it should. Quit ping. www. That'll be weird if it doesn't. Maybe we don't, actually. Wait, maybe there's not actually a connection in the Cheroot. How the hell are you supposed to... Do we set up internet at some point in LFS? How are you... Okay, there's got to be something I'm missing here, then. Because it's supposed to be self-supporting. I'm 100% aware that I can download stuff inside of the host. But it is supposed to be self-hosting. Okay, no, we definitely have a connection. Okay. No DNS? That's very possible. Manually enter the IP. Okay, thank you. FTP open 64.50.233.100. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. And that was only for one package anyway. So now if we do get this one, this FTP is anonymous only. Okay. What am I missing now? There is no extra programs. Need login. Okay. Now what is the plan? Oh. Oh, okay. The server's anonymous only. Open. Oh, okay, okay. Anonymous at. Please specify a password. Okay. Okay, this is progress. Okay, this is progress. Thank you for all the people who don't know how to use FTP who are trying to tell me how to use FTP. Illegal port, unknown 500 unknown command. Bind address already in use. Now you CD into the path of that file. Use. No, we already. Okay, do we CD into it or do we open into it? CD into that. Fail to change directory. I guess we CD, not there. We CD into that. Fail to change directory. Type ls. Illegal port command. CD pub. Okay. No need for the... Okay. So do we do this? CD pub / ls. Try ls, not ls. In fact, that's not a real command. Try using IP. Ambiguous command. I don't know how they expect it to resolve, because this is the setup that LFS has. As I said, LFS is supposed to be self-hosting. So there's supposed to be some way to do this inside of LFS. CD into RPM. Okay. So do we... Okay. Popped / releases / popped -1.x. Okay. No, there is no SFTP. We have FTP. This is all we have. Get. Okay. So I guess we get this one. Remote file. Okay. Pop. That took so long. I wonder... A legal port command. What is happening? No, there is no wget is not real. Wget does not exist. Okay, it's dir, not ls. No, okay. Is telnet installed? Probably? I don't know. Maybe at this stage. I wonder if the FTP client isn't exchanging in the way it wants. What do you mean by that? That's what we just did. That's literally what we just did. If I can spell 18.tar.gz, and that gives us an illegal port command. PWD. Hey, that actually got us somewhere. List. That's not a real are you just telling me things and you've never used FTP before? I love this. YouTube chat controls FTP. There are no commands that are capitalized. No. Try using command pass to turn it into passive mode. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I don't know what that did, but thank you, Suha. I appreciate it. So. Okay, cool. Now, to do that for every single other file. I get that this switch. Can you explain to me what passive mode does? I don't know what that does. So, okay. Now that we actually know how to use FTP, so where is our, and everybody else is, super useful here. Actually, no, it is curl or wget in curl? Curl. You know what? We're going to install curl. That'll make our life... No, there's no DNS issue. That's not the problem. We will install curl, and then we won't have a problem. Make CA. Make CA. P11 kit. Oh, God. Okay. P11 kit. Okay, recommended. Libtassin. Okay, we're good now. Curl has more dependencies, so I'd recommend wget. Okay, you know what? We'll do that then. We'll see if wget's in the list. Wget. Okay, wget is in the list. Wget it is then. Wget. Make CA. Okay, it has the same dependencies. That's actually no... It literally has all the same dependencies. Okay, that didn't actually help at all. What do you mean it has less dependencies? It literally has literally all the same dependencies. Oh, I love it. All just to install grub. Okay. Libtassin has FTP though. So. Okay. Open. FTP dot wait, is FTP dot GNU.org. Right, we don't have DNS. Now, if I just ping that, will that give me the IP? It should, surely. Oi. Mate. Ping. Yeah. If we do, we have to. Okay, no, we can't ping that. If we. Okay, cool. So thank you. Copy. Open. Awesome. It's anonymous only. Okay, it's anonymous only. We know how to deal with this now. Anonymous at... You can use mget to get multiple files at once. After this, you're going to need some nuggies and you're not the only one who's going to need a therapy session. Okay. So now what we want to do is we'll go into passive mode. Unless it wants us to be in binary mode. I don't know. So get... CD into... Wait, unless I didn't need the entire... Wait, no. If we get, and then this, and then... Because we're already in this, so we just get this. No such file or directory. Okay, we'll just CD into it. What do you mean? Maybe... Oh, maybe it doesn't have the old version anymore. You're saying it doesn't exist, but why are you not letting us go to our next step? Okay, so CD into GNU. CD into Libtassin. CD into PWD. Try ls again. Oh god. Let's see. Libtassin 4.7. What do you mean it doesn't exist? It's literally right there. I was gone for a while. Anything interesting happened? I'm learning how to use FTP, and I've realized that nobody in my chat knows how to use FTP, but they all think they do. So that's been fun. And there's like 2 people here who actually do know how to use it. There we go. Cool. There we go. I know how to use FTP now. Lovely. You know what? Try a newer version. We're going to go with the version it says in the documentation because that's what it says in the documentation. And I don't want to mess around with stuff that, yeah. Maybe an issue otherwise. Okay, cool. So GTK doc. Okay, so now we need to go and download these ones. Oh my god. Oh my god. We need more. We need to go to more places. Okay. This is just the rest of this stream is just going to be Brodie learning how to using FTP, just downloading things. Okay, so FTP, and this time we're going to be going into this one. Let's find out the IP address because we don't have, because DNS, the optional may run without them. If you not pass, I guess this right here is about the documentation. Yeah, this is going to be the second stream. Here's midnight. It definitely is. So if we just don't do the documentation, we don't need these. So we can ignore that because these probably have a shitload of dependencies as well. Yup, they do. Okay, well, you know what? We're just not gonna have documentation. No documentation. It's good. We're fine. Okay, so P11 kit also needs make CA runtime. What shell are you in? If there's a lot, you can pass script to FTP client. That involves me writing a script. Cracklib. I need a cracklib right now. Okay, so there's no FTP for this one. While we're here... Oh, wait, we're in GNU, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, we are. So... Wait, No, I forgot that I was already... I'd left it. There we go. I thought I was still in FTP. My brain was still in FTP mode. Open... Do I still have the IP? No. Okay. We'll download wget while we're here. So, the IP... Do I still have the window open? Oi, where the window? Where that window at? Where that window, though? New window. Grab this one. Ping. Give me dumb pingers. There we go. I'm gonna go grab a burger. That sounds pretty good, to be honest. We need an LFS manga. I would like a coffee. That would be good. I could appreciate a coffee right now. We don't need to ping it. We just need the IP address. Because what is DNS? DNS. What is that, though? Wait, no, shit. We need to do it anonymously, don't we? Because for whatever reason, we need to do it anonymously. You don't need IP. No, I do, actually. You don't realize my problem. Why is Brodie talking like a grandpa? Mate, you don't know what's up, mate. This is how I just talk. That is how it is, bruh. That is how it is, bruh. Anyway. GNU /wget/ wait. And we need to get the wget. Get the wget. What do you... All right, we're in binary mode. That's my bad. We need to get into passive mode, and then we can run the command, even though it's going to run in binary mode. Because where do we need that? Why? I don't understand. FTP is making me question my existence. Anyway, make CA. Let's just not run the test suite. And then these also for the test suite. Well, we don't need the test suite. No testing. Yes, I did realize. You didn't explain why pass is a thing. If you know why we need to go in pass mode, I would like to know. That would be very appreciated. That one, yes. Yo, DZ Studios. Brodie, don't head on FTP. You're going back in time. Now you can feel like the cool kid. No, do you know what? Okay, do you want to know why we're using FTP? We're using FTP to install wget. We're using FTP to make sure that I never need to use FTP again. That is why we're using FTP. That is the only reason why we're using FTP. Just being why you need a passive mode in FTP. Yeah, actually, we'll look it up. Let's find out. Why use passive mode in... Yeah, why use FTP passive mode? Passive FTP is an FTP mode that can be requested by a client to alleviate the issues caused by client-side firewalls. Both the server and client must support passive FTP for the process to work. Right, that's not a good explanation. Okay. Exit. No, quit. Goodbye. Now we need to get the mirror. Where that mirror at, though? I'm a weeb. True. Let's ping this one. Show. Because what is it? DNS. DNS, more like D's nuts. DNS. There's a joke here. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. You can always use by to... Wait, can you? Okay, I love FTP now. You know, I take back everything I said. FTP is the future. Grab this one. FTP. Not GTP. FTP. Open. Are you gonna need me to be anonymous? Okay, well, nope. You're fine. Probably. Login failed. Anonymous. You already can... You just said my login failed. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Please log in first. What? What? Okay, take two. Name. Brodie. Password. Okay. Wait. Why did it fail? You're asking me for an account that doesn't exist. What? No, I'm not downloading wget from the browser. That's not happening. This is... We have FTP here, so we're going to do it with FTP. Yeah, I meant to do anonymous that time, and I forgot to. Anonymous login, okay. Send your complete email address as your password. No. Okay. It doesn't even check if it's an email address. I can just set my address as no, and it's fine with that. Well, you know what? I'll take what I can get. CD pub. /BLFS. They might have an issue with that. Sure, if we get kicked out, if we get banned, yeah, that's probably why. Use buy next time you quit. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Wait, what is a search for the full packaging name in Google? Okay, so wait, what is? Okay, so if we do cd into make-ca, we can't look up the entire thing because okay, this is such a mess. The package is listed in the book. Okay. What? Because we can't ls. No, I know we have to wait longer, but it's trying to ls the entire package list. You know what? We'll just do it. That's the only option we have. Did the server really say send your email address? Yes. Yes. No, I'm not downloading it in my browser. It's not happening. In the old days, they asked for your email, but mostly just any random email worked. I'm sure. How do I get out of passive mode then? What do I do to get to the other mode? What is the go ahead there? You should do a video about FTP so we can use it if we need to. I should. Active. Okay. How do we quit this? Okay, I don't know. It's not gonna quit. I'm trying that. I'm definitely trying that. It's not happening. What is the key combination to quit this? Because it quit before. It's not quitting this time. Say quit here. Q. Control. No, it's not Control Z. Control Z is gonna put it to sleep. FTP without passive mode fails for you because 1, you're behind a NAT, you don't have a public IP address for your computer, and 2, port forwarding isn't set up for FTP for your PC. Fair enough. Type inactive. That's not gonna happen. Thank you for the follow, Daniel. Control Alt F4. You know, I think you're on the wrong operating system. This is good. This is a good system. You can also use a filter on ls. Ah, that's useful. You know what would also be useful? If they just told me the location on the mirror. That would also be very useful. They just had it right here. Oh, there we go. Oh, connection timed out. Well, that also helps. Okay. Good job. Good job. Why? Why is not why? Why is it not right here? Just maybe on your wiki somewhere? Give me a link just directly to the thing. Beautiful. You don't even have a page for it. Why? Need reconnect? PWD. Doesn't look like I do. Open new terminal? If I open a new terminal, I will lose my cheroot. I love how they have a link here directly to Google. Debian package search. Okay, make -co. Why is it sending us to Debian package search? Beautiful. Close and try another mirror. Yeah, you know what? Okay. Close. We're gonna do that. We're gonna try the one in oregano. Ping oregano. Yes, I know it says Oregon. I'm just making fun of people from Oregon because I want to. I'm bored. I want to bully people. Open. Wait. Hey, this one's anonymous only. Why is this? It's literally your own. Why do you have them working differently? Password. Yep, that's my password. Okay. Now. CD into pub/BLFS. I have to leave. Homework for everyone in the chat. Please install Edge and use Bing. True. Never mind. That was before the time. I thought the FTP connection had frozen. That went much quicker. Okay. Let's, have more space so we can see stuff. Okay. So, CD into 11.0. Okay, this is much better. How would I have ever worked this out? Okay, so what we're looking for, I guess we CD into M? LS. Okay, now we're good. Okay, this is... You know what would have been great? Just stupid links. Okay, now we can get the package. Thank you. Why was it... Why? Just include the stupid link. Okay. Okay. I've had a separate section for KDE. What kernel version does LFS use? I don't remember, actually. There. Good. Okay. Okay, now we need to download. So we want to CD ... CD into P. LS. Get. And then P11. P11. Where's... Oh, God. Where's P11? P11. It'd be near the top, wouldn't it? Yes. Because that's how ordering works. P11 kit. Is that the one we're looking for? P11 kit 024. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Why are people recommending web browsers? Just download the HTML and read the source. True, though. This is just me. This is just Brodie suffering learning how to use FTP. And learning with a server that doesn't have set up properly. I believe FTP has tab autocomplete. So it does. So it does. Thank you. I appreciate that. So this all make CA yours. Okay, you know, this only has two things, so we can get this as well. CD ... CD into N. Get NSS. NSS. LS. Failed to open? Oh, there we go. Now we're good. Oh, now it's good. Okay, sure. Get NS. Okay, now tab completion is not working. It works sometimes, but not other times. Because why? Why? No, that's not what it... That's not what I... That's not... There. Okay. LFS ain't a program, it's a book. True. Very true. Telnet for HTTP. Download binary first, then render using my Lego state machine for Crayon. Expected GTA SA thumbnail for the last LFS stream. Look, I was thinking about doing it for when we start BLFS, but we're here now, so it is what it is. We need the patch for NSSS as well. This one. So grab that one, copy it. Hey, at least we've worked out FTP now, so there's that. And we'll grab NSPR. Get NSPR, that one. There is more than one file with those starting char. Oh, it doesn't do options. Right. Okay. That makes sense. Fair enough. It's been a long night. It's been a long night. Okay. What does SQLite need? Probably a lot. libedit and unzip. cd dot cd into s, get sql, ls, okay, sq SQLite doc, SQLite autoconf, SQLite autoconf, SQLite doc. Well, SQLite, they're both for documentation. These are recommended. It doesn't say what we need to get rid of if we're not using SQLite. So what one do we actually need? Oh, okay, so it's autoconf. Okay. So we need to get SQLite autoconf. Yes, that one. Thank you. Get sudo while here. I'm pretty sure sudo is a part of the main stuff we need. So we don't need to worry about sudo. So those are for documentation. So that's everything for NSS then. Yes. Yes, because NSPR has no dependencies. So we already got P11. Okay. So P11's fine. I've got so many tabs open. wget we've got. Okay. I think we're good. Do you have the find command available? That's in standard utils, so yes. Any Linux VTubers like Cyan? Cyan's the only one that is like Cyan. But if you want another Linux VTuber, Rogue Ren, and also Amelia Merge. Yo, how you doing, Siraj? I am suffering. Do you consider a Linux user using proprietary apps, Discord, Spotify, and Midwit? What the hell's that? I use Discord, so I don't want to insult people who use Discord. Oh god. No, don't want to do that. Because I'd be insulting myself. Anyway, so make CA. Yes, thank you. So now we go P11. Okay, so how far down the dependency tree do we go? Okay, libtassin. Okay. Okay, libtassin we start with. Okay. XF libtassin. So it doesn't only take that long. Okay, cool. CD into lib. CD into the libs. Hey, is that actually Bugs Rider? Does Bugs Rider have an alt? Oh, bye, Suha. Thank you for your help. I appreciate it. Without you, I wouldn't have learned FTP because no one else here knows how to use it. I use Discord because all my friends do it, and it works. True, it does work. Okay. Now, as the root user, we are as the root user. Make install. Okay. I was using older alt. Okay, fair enough. Makes sense. If you've not passed the enable -gtk doc parameters configure script, you can install the API documentation using the follow command. We can't install the API documentation because we don't want to go through all of the dependencies for things that I don't want to deal with because it's too many packages. Anyway, P11 kit. So, okay, it needs make CA at runtime. So wait, hold up. Is that a circular dependency? So, make CA is dependent on P11 kit, and P11 kit is dependent on make CA at runtime. Who designed this? Motivating me to make a Discord community. Good luck managing that. There is a lot of people who are like, who are not great. I've sort of weeded out a lot of the people, but early on there are a lot of people who are basically just liabilities, I think is the best way to put them. Yeah, who are liabilities, we'll say. I see you learned FTP, used it 20 years ago, went shopping. Yeah, I learned FTP, it took us a while, but I got there eventually. DT used to have a Discord server. His Discord server was always a weird one. It was technically not official. It was kind of... It was a very weird one. He didn't run it. It was run by his community. This ISO will be available for download. If people really want it, I guess I can do that. If people really want it, I guess. For some reason. Okay, so tar-xf p11. CD into p11. I am suffering. Okay. So prepare the distribution specific anchor hook image for this, maybe. You can take an image right now. Just screenshot it. Okay, install P11 kit by running the following commands. Okay. Following commands. Oh, luckily we'd already installed Ninja, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to do this. I can give you a VDI image, that's an easy one. Fun. You've stolen my joke about haha screenshot for a type, how dare you. I am the streamer. I control the content here. I am the content. You could never take my content from me. Okay. Ninja install. Got to install Ninja. The P11 trust module user lib pks11 P11 kit trust.so can be used as a drop-in replacement for thingamabobby. Make the systems of COs available to NSS aware applications. Okay. Well, we'll grab this one. Is there any reason why Luke Smith lies he does not run a Matrix server? I don't know, actually. I'm sure there's a reason why. But, like, it's literally run off of one of his servers. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about whether Luke runs that server. Like, it's literally run on ceda.xyz. Like, he owns that server. How long has the LFS series been going on for? Long enough. Too long, one might say. P11. Get rid of that one. GNU/Brodie. GNU/suffering. Okay, we'll do NSPR. tar-xf NSPR. Okay, there's no... Okay, cool. CD into NSPR. This is if wget at the end of this doesn't work, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Why did you fail the first time doing LFS? I didn't fail the first time doing LFS, so I don't know what you're talking about. We're still doing the same LFS we've always done. Where'd you get the idea I failed? I have broken my host system, but I haven't failed. Do you have to know any C for taking LFS? No. Because you're not writing any code. You write no code whatsoever. All you do is you type the commands and you're good. cd ... This is my first LFS stream. Welcome. I don't know why I didn't drink in the earlier LFS streams. This makes it much better. rm-xf. That's not how that command works. Okay. tar-xf nspr. No, not nspr. nss. nss. Wait. nss dot tar. That one. Wait. Are we gonna be able to use wget? Holy shit! Are we wasting our time? Could it, you know, there's literally one package we needed to download, and we spent all of this time doing wget. Should we have just downloaded the one package we needed? I think we should have. Like, we could have just downloaded the dependencies for Grub using FTP and not deal with the rest of it and be fine. Oh, we could have just done that. Why? Why didn't we do that? Why? Sure, okay. I guess, yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, at least we have wget now. We will soon. Wait, we need to do SQLite first, didn't we? Yes, we need to do SQLite first. tar-xf SQLite. Yes, that one. Okay, cd into SQLite. Okay. We're not doing the documentation. No docs. No, docs do not exist. You are drinking, it's fun, but true. Here's the thing, right? There's no confirmation that it's going to work because DNS doesn't work. So, it's very possible that doesn't work either. And we've literally just wasted this time. But hey, we learned how FTP works, so hey, I'll take that, I guess. Yay. Oh. Wait, it takes longer to build when you build it in parallel. Why? Why does it take longer to build in parallel? How far down the road do you get to choose the init system, or is that something you can choose at the start? There are different init system versions you go with. So there's a System D version, there's a System V version, there's all of the system versions. We are doing the System D version. Every day we stray further from God's light. Mate, God is dead. And I killed him. Can you choose OpenRC? I don't think OpenRC is an option, but System V is. You can do OpenRC if you want to. It's just you're on your own when it comes to setting up OpenRC. Like, you can do whatever you want. It's just there are things that are documented and things that are not documented. What the hell is System V? A thing that we used before System D, but we don't anymore because System D is better. Thank you for the 5 Monopoly money. Does this do anything? If so, hello. Yes, it does. It gives me money. And actually, I can't bully the Canadian dollar because it's worth more than the Australian dollar, apparently. It's $5.81 in Australian dollars. Okay, well, I guess the Australian dollar is even worse than the Canadian dollar. Well, it is what it is. Make install. OpenRC is surprisingly good. But I wouldn't stray too far off the manual either. We do not want Brodie to get stung by... I've never used OpenRC, so, like, I wouldn't do that anyway. System V is Unix, but this is Linux, and then there is BSD. True. We're not doing documentation, because documentation is for nerds. Also, I don't want to get the dependencies to make the documentation work, so I'm not going to deal with that. Because there's too many dependencies. I don't want to download them. We'll deal with them in BLFS, maybe. Possibly. Maybe, if I feel like it. But probably not. Okay, CD into NSS, which we already opened. Thingy. So now we're going to... We download the patch. Yes, we did download the patch. Yes, okay. So we do this one. Cool. And we are going to end the stream at some point. I'm not going to keep going till like 1 a.m. like I did on New Year's. Pipe wire. How do you put a pipe into a wire? Mate, you just get a little pipe, don't you? You should like... Well, look, at what point does a wire stop being a wire and become a cable? Like, how big does a wire... What is the threshold from wire to cable? Like, there's got to be a grade, like a width, a size. At what point does a wire become a cable? I need answers here. Does anyone know the exact measurement that a wire becomes a cable? The issue with System D is not so much it's bad, it is a little bloated. It's that it eats so many projects and centralizes them. Yes, all the parts of System D are separate binaries, but still true. Multiple wire equals cable. So does that mean a twisted pair is a cable? So like Ethernet cables use twisted pairs. They use like a twisted wire. So does that mean that's a cable? So it does not matter about the grade. A cable is a wire plus insulation. Does that mean that electrical... Does that mean like power poles? Are those wires then and not cables? Like, generally they're not like insulated. They're just like, you know, copper cables or whatever they are running around. So does that mean that's just a wire then? Is that the logic we're using? Have you ever thought about making a series reviewing people submitted code / scripts? I have, and then I realized that I'm probably going to run into people that are, like, considerably more intelligent than I am and have nothing to say about it. I'll say they're a cable. This is a very, very important question, then. I don't know. This is something to think about. This is going to take 5.8 standard build units. Oh my lord. Actually going to take a while. Wire equals single strand of metal, cable, wire insulation shielding, plugs, and so on. I see. But cable contains wires. Yeah, that makes sense. I've seen wires much thicker than cables. Like, I understand that a fiber optic cable is a cable. But is a fiber optic wire just like a single strand of like a fiber optic cable? Is that what a... Size doesn't matter actually. In the 737, the control surfaces are hooked up directly via cables, but they're quite thin, a lot thinner than some of the bigger wires. Now I'm even more confused. But an appliance cable is called a flex. Do you know what's also called a flex? So if you go to a supermarket and like the back wall where they'll usually have like, you know, some sort of special, like the Christmas deal or the Halloween sale or the back to school sale, like that back wall is called the flex. And this is useless knowledge you learn from working in a supermarket. Is a path on a PCB a cable or a wire? Isn't it a path? It's a trace. I think that's different from a cable or a wire. Why not use Vert Manager? Why don't you start your own stream and make your own VM, your own LFS? How about that? What is compiling right now? We are compiling NSS because we need to compile. Wait, no, we're compiling NSS so that we can have make CA work, so that we can have wget work. Yes. This stream is transferred from LFS to wires and cables. That's because I'm a bit tipsy. And I want to end the stream at some point. I'll probably end up doing the rest of NSS off stream, rather than trying to run it on stream. Which distro are you using? This is Arch Linux running the GNOME, and my main distro, this one. This is Arch Linux running awesome WM. Time for water, because we're out of alcohol. When we're enough of this will work. It probably won't work, to be honest. Like, it probably won't, and we should just go back to using FTP. But hey, we've got wget working then. That's good. Wires are used for wiring, cables are used for TV and internet. I don't think specifically you can say TV and internet is cable. Wires are used for wiring. That is typically what a wire does, yes. I was about to invite some people to watch, but it seems like the stream is winding down. Yeah, it's past midnight here. It's past, as it says on the stream. No one's asked me if I've been streaming for over 24 hours yet. I think they realized that when this cycled back to 0, I haven't been streaming for 12 minutes. But we says power cable instead of power wire. Exactly, so there's got to be some, like, distinction between a wire and a cable. I just don't know what that distinction is. You know what? Keeping the stream going is a good excuse for me to drink water and not be hungover in the morning. Yeah, I'm just gonna make this water ASMR. I'm gonna turn the gain up. Here you go. Here we go. Oh, wait, how much can I get the gain up without it being horrible? Yeah, look at this. That's a lot of gain right there. I'm just gonna whisper for the rest of the stream, so if I talk loudly now, it's going to be very, very, very loud. Because I've got the gain, like, really, really cranked up. This ASMR time now. Maybe I should do the rest of the LFS streams as ASMR streams. Scream? I'm definitely not going to do that. It's not going to happen. That's a very, very bad idea. Is it peaking? It looks like it's peaking. Yeah, okay, now, okay, it's not peaking now. Blow the mic. Just being the difference between wire and cable. You know, we're going to do that, actually. Let's see. What is the difference? Difference between wire and cable. You're too high? No, I'm just drinking. The basic difference between wires and cables is that a wire is a single conductor, whereas a cable is a group of conductors, although these conductors are made of a common material, copper or aluminum. And in case of cables, they run parallelly. They run parallelly. I would usually say they run parallel and twisted or bonded together to form a single case. So I guess a cable is many wires together. I'm going to bring the gain back down so I can talk normally again. Okay, there we go. Now we're back to normal. I have no idea how that sounded. Touch the mic with your hand tips? Okay, you know what? We can do that. How was that? Now it's getting weird. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's getting very weird. Optical cables are made from copper or aluminum. I'm guessing that was the examples it used. The Shure is not an ASMR mic, but like it can be made into one. You're drunk. Drunk people should not compile source. Literally, all I need to do is just run commands and it just works. Should be right. I don't know how much longer this is actually going to take. Next step is compiling LFS from my hot tub. I may possibly just leave it running after the stream is over and just get it done. Because I don't know how much longer this is going to take. I can't fart on command. Also, that's against Twitch TOS. Twitch would not be happy with that. They did end up banning someone for that one. I should shit into a jar and sell it. Someone actually did that. Do a sleep stream. I'll do a sleep stream with the gain set up to maximum so you can hear everything that happens. The chemical is still ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol. Two bros, 1 cup. No, it's just one bro here. One bro, 1 cup. Which file system should we use in Arch? ext4 or ButterFS? People keep telling me to use ButterFS. I haven't used it, so I don't want to be telling you that you should be using ButterFS or you shouldn't be using it. Holy lots of symbols. While you've been doing this, I just cloned my old NVMe to a new Gen 4. Oh my god, at the speed. Lol. Thank you, Bill G. Does the G stand for Gates? Is Bill Gates watching this? Or is it Billy G? Is it pronounced ButterFS or BetterFS? I say ButterFS, and the ButterFS users keep telling me it's BetterFS. So I keep saying ButterFS because it bothers them. What happens if you use NTFS? NTFS support is actually getting better under Linux. It's still not good, and I wouldn't recommend using it as your like root or your home. I don't think you can use it as your boot. But it is getting better. No Gates here. That sounds like something Bill Gates would say. Melinda Gates is single now. Should I go for her? Tell her how much you love Microsoft Edge. Wait, didn't they split up because of, like, partially because of Epstein? I'm pretty sure Epstein was a part of that. Because, you know, Billy Gates is big old best friends with Epstein. I use Alpine Linux and it's amazing. Cool. Will cars made by Apple have Windows installed? No, I'm pretty sure they'll have Apple installed. Apple installed? iOS installed. What is it? Android? Is it Android CarPlay or something stupid? Nice background music, by the way. Yeah, I've had it been looping for the past 3 hours. I've been meaning to get something custom made. I haven't found a artist that I like. But I would like to have something custom. Actually, if I may interject, it's ButterFS / GNU, or as I've taken to calling it, BetterFS plus GNU. I just read it as the second one as BetterFS. Is it actually ButterFS or BetterFS? People keep saying BetterFS. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Yeah, that one. I own a car from 2001, so I don't have either of them. Which file system did the Android use? I actually don't know. We're gonna find. You know what? We're gonna be a research. Android file system. What file system? What file system does Android use? It is support. Okay, no, I know it supports FAT32, but what does it actually use? It originally used something called YAFS2, YAFFS2. After Android 2.3, it has been EXT4. There's your answer. Apparently, it's EXT4. But it supports FAT32, EXT3, and EXT4 for reading. Okay, we've done with the NSS. And now to run the test, which is going to take half an hour. So I'm not doing that. We're going to end the stream here. And I'll do this offline. NSS done now. NCIS. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Next week, okay? Next week, let me what's the button? That one? That one. Next week, we're gonna go back to ASMR mode. Next week, we are not doing LFS. Next week, we're actually going to be playing a platformer, an open source platformer. That's too much gain, actually. It's actually clipping on the mixer board. Is that better? Yeah, that's much better. So we're actually going to be playing an open source platformer by the name of Supertux. This is a game that just recently actually got released on the Steam. It's free on Steam. It's just on Steam as a way to advertise it. So yeah, next week we're gonna play Supertux. It should be fun. I've actually never played it. I don't know if we're gonna finish it in that stream or if we're gonna do a second stream, but I will be playing through all of the content that is currently available. So yeah, check it out for that one. I sort of expect that more people will be here for that one than we saw for LFS today, because LFS does get kind of boring from time to time. But still live for another 2 minutes. I'm ending the stream right now. Right now we're in ASMR mode. Play GTA 5. I don't actually own GTA 5. Thanks for stream, Mr. Streamer. I'm welcome. I am big elite Linux streamer. How many Twitch people are still here actually? You know what? Here we go. If there's anyone here for Twitch, we're gonna raid someone. There's 12 people here for Twitch. Okay, we're gonna raid someone. What do we have? Okay, what do we have? I'll give you guys the choice. So we have fractal rendering. That sounds cool. Someone from Russia. Someone called Linux Tips. He's got 2.3k views. You don't need a raid. Gen 2 on Nintendo Wii. Oh, he's out for the Wii. He's just compiling code. Okay, we're not doing that then. Rework my NeoVim config? You know what? Xenomato, you're getting a raid. Yeah, you know what? We're sending you. It's just compiling code. It's look, if you want to go watch him, go ahead and do so. But how do we do a command again? What was it? It was slash. Yeah, slash raid. Chat. Here we go. Raid. Here you go.
I mean, there exists.
Let's see if he has alerts.
Oh, thanks for the raid, Brodie Robertson. Cool, thank you.
He does. He at least looks at his things.
Well, for everybody who's new here, I'm trying to rework my NeoVim configuration, and currently I'm struggling at requiring modules. Because it somehow just straight up doesn't want to.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm gonna go. Do you just have the same song on loop? Yes. So anyone, actually for anyone who's watching on the YouTube, I'll put this in the chat as well. Yeah. See you guys later. Next, gaming channel, we're doing more Spyro, or unless I decide to play some Final Fantasy 14, and we are going to be, I'll post a couple more times. And we're going to be playing some more, the other game, Hollow Knight. That's the other game I'm playing. So I'm gonna go. Enjoy your nights or day, whatever time it is, and yeah. See you guys later. I'm gonna play the outro now. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Actually, you should probably turn up the music as well. NCMCPPP. PPP. PP. Peace out. Oh, my mic's not muted. Oh, well, that's good. I'm muted now. Okay, bye-bye. Peace out.